Hello? Hello? Oh, hello? Oh, hello? What do we think? How are we doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Let's get it right. Oh, we got a big one. We've got a good one. The grand championship of our 2022 Commander League season. Cheers, everybody. Zach G with the $10 super chat coming through saying hello. Grabbing Stream Monarch. All hail the Stream Monarch, Zach G. How we doing? Scale of 1 to 10. Hit me in chat. How we doing tonight? All hail Stream Monarch. What's the purpose of this, Mark Reed? That's a good question. We run a Commander League through our Patreon. Monthly Commander Tournament Series. Prize support. Sponsored by Dragon Shield. Any level of our Patreon gets you in. What we're doing here tonight is we got the final match of our 2022 season. All month long, there has been a tournament. A tournament of brewing. And we're down to our final four. They are playing Commander decks with $1,000 budget. And it should be a blast. The beauty of this tonight is it's not just my ugly mug you're going to be looking at. Jake's going to join us at some point. Jake is back from vacation, and he should be here soon. All of the mods are jumping into this with us tonight. Speaking of mods, looks like I actually got a co-host over here. Give me just a second. Spectre, give me a check.
Check. Can you hear me? Check.
Can everybody hear Spectre?
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Ladies and gentlemen, our newest mod on the Jam team and league official, Spectre. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Good to see you. Good to see you too. Thank you very much, as are you. We pulled out our snazzy outfits for tonight. I like that you went with the gray and white. I also went darker gray, went black tie.
That's good. That's good. You know, rocking a little pocket square.
Oh, God, I forgot a pocket square. Jank, I believe you're with us as well. Are you there?
What's up, everybody?
Jank. Jank is also with us. Everybody say hey, Jank. Everybody say hey, Spectre.
Y'all are a pair of attractive individuals. Can I say that?
Hey, I bet you are too. We can't even see you.
So I gotta know, do you have the luxury Crocs on tonight with your suit?
Oh, okay. Here, check this. We got to go for the full drip. I'm gonna back up.
Yeah, there they are. I love it.
I went croc flops and jeans.
That's what you call the Zoom suit.
It's the Zoom suit, everybody. I went with the Zoom suit tonight. I was like, business party. I figured that was the best way to go.
I dig it.
Chat.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we're pumped for this. We got a lot going on. We got 4 competitors that are competing to be the grand champion of our 2022 season. Our very first grand champion ever. Trying to get this game started up about 9:45, 10 o'clock. We're going to take some time, talk through the deck lists of our competitors tonight. Spectre's going to hit us with some stats. We're going to talk about prizes. We're going to talk about the league we've currently got going. Our 2023 season of our league has already begun. March this month, we're doing pre-con commanders, and we'll go over all those details. But it should be an excellent, excellent night. The commissioners of the league, Commissioner Bobby Z, is going to be joining us. We got Jake.
You know it's going to be Bobby's here.
What's that?
I say, you know it's going to be a party of Bobby's here.
Oh, yeah. We're getting crazy. Zach G, you got 4th place twice. Zach and I played in the same pod week 1. I won my game last night, Zach. And I almost, dude. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the league, we've got these bounties. Special quests that are like one-time use. Only one person per month can get it if somebody gets it. One of the bounties this month is called 777. Lucky 7, and you got to have at the end of any phase 7 permanents, non-land, 7 non-land permanents on the board, 7 cards in your hand, and your life total ends in 7. Very difficult to pull off. I was like this close last night. I was seriously like 1 land. I miscounted my mana, and I was 1 land away from pulling off 777. I had an opponent. They were like, all right, I don't think I'm going to attack. Whoever was sitting to my right last night, I'm not going to attack this turn. And I was like, no. I need you to hit me for 3. Just begging him to help me pull off this bounty. But Zach, I'm telling you, you could still pull it out. If you get any of those bounties, a whole month turns around. Getting that 777 bounty is the equivalent of getting a 2nd place on top of whatever points you earn.
I was going to ask what the bounties were worth compared to like the actual placings.
Yeah, we change them up. Whatever, it's how difficult the bounty is constitutes it. The 2 bounties this month, one is the 777, and then one is Picasso. Yeah, you got to have 10 permanents on the board at the same time that have the same artist.
Yikes, that one better be worth a ton of points.
Actually, for some reason, we only made that one 1 point. I don't know why. We maybe need to up the pointage for that one, because
if no one hits it this month, then we can up it.
Yeah,
is it non-land permanents? Because if you got a bunch of basics, you could probably hit that.
It's non-lands.
I think it is non-land. Let me check. Yeah, Picasso. 10 non-land, non-token permanents on the battlefield with art by the same artist.
Yikes.
Yeah, we got to up the pointage on that one. And I figure league officials haven't really talked about this yet, but I figure that we have the bounties roll over and add a point to them or something.
If they don't get hit, yeah. I don't think we had discussed if they didn't get hit, but
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah, add a point to it, roll it over to the next month, and the bounty board grows.
Oh, I like that.
It makes me kind of sad that the 777 isn't worth 7 points.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah. Good luck to somebody getting that one. Yeah, so for reference, chat, if you're not familiar, you get in any given month, in any given week rather, you get 4 points for first place, 3 for third, 3 for second, 2 for third, 1 for fourth. But yeah, it's been a fun one, man. It really has. I've been playing Urza Chief Artificer this month, making some constructs.
Have you played the Mishra one too, or just Urza?
Just Urza, but I did have the Mishra played against me on MTGO, and damn, it is powerful, bro.
It looks fun too. Like, it looks like you're always doing something.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's like you get to turn all your utility artifacts into the creatures, and then you can do more with those. So if you make a copy of the artifact and it's got some death trigger, some leaves the battlefield trigger, sack it, you get that. You created a token off of the one that exists. You still have the one that exists. It was getting shenanigan so fast. Does joining the league mid-month have any negative effects on winning? No, absolutely not. You'll just jump in the next month. You'll start fresh at the beginning of the next month.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with coming in late. We take points, I think, from every month there's a winner, and they all get to proceed to the championship that happens every 6 months now. We're cutting that in half so we can have more of these style of events. And we're also, instead of just saying, hey, only the winners get to come in, we're going to have a free-for-all qualifier at the beginning, the first week of all the championship months. That way, if you came in late or you just didn't qualify yet and you want to, just try and slam it home and get into the championship, then yeah, go for it.
Evan, that's a good question. So the league itself happens over Spell Table from the comfort of your home. It's a completely proxy-friendly league. It's a new format every single month. Once our league commissioners here and the rest of the league officials are in, we're going to go over the formats for April, May, June, July. So you'll get kind of an idea of which one interests you. See if you want to jump in and participate in the league. Dragon Shield sponsors it. We got custom sleeves from Dragon Shield that are prizes for first through third every month. And then first place every month gets a $40 gift card to TCG Player and a special badge on our Discord that says I won a month of the Commander League. Then we've also got what is it? Discord badges. I said that. Gift cards. Yeah. Discord badges for participants as well. And then we got the sleeves for first through third. Nice, Jeremy. I think you'll have a good time. You know what? I got some Dragon Shield sleeves to give away tonight. Every time somebody joins the Patreon tonight, how about it? We'll give away a pack of Dragon Shields to chat. That seems like a fun one to play. So the lines are open. Go join the Patreon. Eric, your test was successful.
Yeah. The league fires once a week. You'll be put into a pod. And that's pretty much it. You work out the times that you have to play with the other three guys.
Or gals.
Or gals. Or whoever. But it's mostly dependent on y'all's schedule. Make it work. If not, if you've got special restrictions or if you're on the West Coast, let us know or let Bobby know, and we can kind of adjust accordingly.
Yeah. It goes all the way from experienced pods all the way to beginners. It's a real fun time.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if we do a giveaway. Let me double check here. All right, Jake's not lurking. Let's do a giveaway and see if we can summon Jake to the stream. What do you think?
Is the like count up high enough yet to get Jake? Oh, no way.
Are we at 69 likes? That's why Jake's not here.
Yeah.
That is as good a hashtag as I have heard. Copy.
We use Moxfield as our de facto standard for the league.
Yeah. Type in hashtag 69 likes. Hashtag 69 likes in chat. Exactly like I wrote it right there on the official Jake and Joel username. You can copy and paste it right in. Spectre, you're welcome to join into this one. Everybody is. Hashtag 69 likes is going to enter you to win the green classic dragon shields. Classic green dragon shields. Hashtag 69 likes. Press the like button and make sure you're subscribed. You could be going home with a nice new set of dragon shields. Thank you to our sponsor, Dragon Shield. Spectre, what are you going to do with the one ring if you pull it?
Oh, I mean, I don't know, but a certain duo that I know wants to chuck it in a volcano, so it sounds like we're taking a trip.
I was telling Jake this earlier, and I'm legitimately pitching this to him. I'm like, we don't have a shot in hell of getting this thing, but if we do, this is the headline of an article on IGN. MTG YouTubers pull rarest card in history and throw it into a volcano while dressed like Lord of the Rings characters. Some version of that.
What I think will actually happen is that it will rot in a box in an LGS.
Oh, yeah.
And Mark Rosewater will slowly turn into Gollum over the next 20 years as it's not uncovered.
I just really want to dress up like Frodo. Jake has got a really good Smeagol impression, because of course he does. And it would be even cooler if we can like combine it with a journey that is as long as the Fellowship walks. I'm sure that some nerd has done the math, right? There has to be some sort of nerd math somewhere that estimates roughly how far Frodo walked from the Shire to Mount Doom.
I've actually seen a map that shows it shows how, I forget where they started, but it shows the distance that they walk in the U.S. In Lord of the Rings compared to how far Bilbo walked in The Hobbit, and it was like twice as far. But that does exist. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, how far is it? Yeah, Undercover Whale, not to be confused with Chad math, which has a lot to do with like the volume of kegs and, you know, how many hits off the doobie you take. That's Chad math. Nerd math is how far did the hobbits walk? Oh, Christian, I know. Christian says somebody already openly posted that the person who pulls the ring, they offer 100,000. There've been a lot of those. Jake and I have been pulling them as we've seen them. We're going to put together a video and shoot it next Monday about all of the different open offers for the one ring and how you can maybe make a little cash if you happen to pull one ring to rule your wallet.
Joel, check your Discord.
Checking the Discord.
You're basically walking from like, what is that? Iowa to Florida.
Oh, this
in
is
a roundabout way.
That's not too bad.
It's not a straight line though.
All right, chat, hang on. I'm gonna pull this up for y'all. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, they overlay Mordor. I mean, they overlay Middle Earth
chat.
onto the United States.
Okay, so exactly. So me and Jake, we're not gonna walk it because we're not insane. But we'll start down there. That looks like it's like Savannah, St. Mary's area in South Georgia, like Kansas, down there. I think. And then we're gonna walk. Oh no, that's Mordor. So we need to start over. We need to start over in Nebraska and walk through Missouri and Indiana, down, cross over the Mississippi, go through Tennessee, go through Georgia, follow the Chattahoochee, and then cut down to like Macon, and then go south through Valdosta, where me and Jake went to school, and then into Florida a little bit and come back north to to Savannah or
mount.
St. Mary's, wherever that is. Chat.
Yeah, so you just dump it right in the volcano of the Everglades.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. I was in my head, I was like, well, we'll do a trip to like Hawaii or something and throw it into an actual volcano. And then I was like, oh my God, we're going to get canceled for ruining some natural history thing. Jank, thank you for showing me that. That's awesome.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, chat. We're about at 9:30. We're going to get this going here pretty soon, and everybody who is joining us will just join us when they can join us. Make sure you've typed in hashtag 69 likes and you have pressed that like button. I'm going to run this randomly here in just a second as I prep for our little show we got. Jank, that was perfect, man. Thank you very much. I love that.
Joel, do you have a particular favorite dragon sleeve color?
Dragon sleeve color? No, I'm very like match it to the deck, you know? And so it's not like what I like, it's what the deck needs. You know what I'm saying?
So I get that. I've been partial to the pink sparkly ones, the pink diamonds.
Oh, have you got them next to you? Can you hold them up? I don't even know which ones you're talking about.
Oh, dude, they're sweet. These guys. They got a little sparkle on the back, but I built Turgid in it to, play for pinks.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I'm, got dad jokes. And I liked them so much, I started putting them on everything. Plus, no one else runs them at the LGS because everyone hates pink, apparently. So it's easy to pick my deck out.
Toxic masculinity strikes again. That's right, Food Time. Food Time said my faves are the Jam Commander League Dragon Shield sleeves. Yeah, baby.
Oh,
have you got yours around though?
I do. I gotta move a little bit.
No, you're fine, man. It's casual. Chat's not gonna yell at you if you get off camera.
I'm partial to the Fury color.
Oh, dude, Fury is sweet. It's like red, pink.
Yeah, dude, it's
red,
sick.
Purple. Yeah, it's really sweet.
I have my 5-color deck in that, and it just pops.
That's what I put Dahada in, because Dahada's got that red robe. Oh, yeah, dude. Check those out, chat. Those were the sleeve prizes for the 2022 season. We've got new 2023 season sleeves. I'm going to show you here in just a second. All right. Let's get it going here. Spec, you should be able to see my screen. Yeah, I'm casting that into there. And we will rock and roll all night long. All right, so let's talk about Spec. I'm going to swap us over and we will talk about what the league is, the formats, and then hopefully as we get through that, the rest of our team will pop in and we'll
piping up about the matte duels, and if they make the pink diamonds in a matte duel, I am getting like a case of it.
Matte duels are where it's at, dude. Black border cards pop off that black background. So
the white
nice.
border cards look terrible and I love it.
Yes, they look awful and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Non-Billy Barty, before we get into this, the rest of our show here, says, okay, hypothetical situation. You're a store owner that just opened the One Ring. Do you reveal that or hide it to keep up sales? You reveal it. That is
100%.
that is so much clout. Right, K-Spice, exactly. That is, it is super, super clout.
That's all the free advertising you could ever want.
I'm telling you, that's why I want to pull it for the channel, bro, and then destroy it, just because that, I feel like we live in infamy, right? For the rest of nerddom is, are y'all the guys that destroyed that really expensive card?
I would love to say that I could destroy it.
Jake bite it first?
I would do something. Smeagol would probably jump into the fire with it in his mouth, so.
Wait a minute, does that mean Jake's got to bite your finger off before you throw it in?
Oh shit. I didn't think about that. We got to commit to the bit. You let that guy bite your finger off for that video. Be like, yeah. They call me old Nine Fingers Keen now.
How many views for a bitten off finger are you going to be upset?
Oh man, that's one that
Yeah,
premieres at like 7 of 10 on your YouTube studio, and you're just like, God damn it. All right, okay. Let's swap over real quick. Let me get a little volume on this. No, actually, we'll stay on this. We'll pop in the award show music when we're actually starting the show up. Okay. Let's swap over. If we're in the right place. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so people asking about the Commander League. Bobby Z is the commissioner of our league. I am but a representative whose name is on the building. Spectre, as you see in the other corner of the show, that is not Jake. Tonight is, or at least right now, it's Spectre and Joel are talking about the Commander League. We run a Commander League through the channel, and we are playing the final match tonight, live on the channel. We got our 4 competitors. They're going to be playing on Spell Table. Our mod team, myself, Jake, we're going to commentate the match, and we're going to award prizes after that. 2022 season has led up to this moment, and 2023 season has already begun. We are in March right now, and as you can see, our March format is pre-con commanders. So you see there that it's got budget 100, 150, 200, and 250. What that means is each week you upgrade that deck that you have according to the budget available. We use Moxfield as our standard for budgeting, and that provides us the price that you then report. Say, here's my deck. It's $100. It's week 1, so we're good to go. You can choose any pre-con commander from all time as the commander of your deck. And that's our March format. You upgrade your deck slowly over the course of the month. Every week you get to add $50 to it. By the end of it, you got a $250 deck. Spec, you want to talk about April?
April, yeah. So April is kind of like a pseudo Pauper EDH. We're not going full Pauper, but we're going to do uncommon commanders with a 250 budget the whole month, so you don't have to change your deck up at all. But it's going to be regular commander rules, except that your commander has to be an uncommon, and there are a lot of those now.
The last 4 or 5 sets, bro, have really presented a lot of options.
And you know, it's great having all the diversity. Like, I think there's a little something for everyone, which is cool, but it is hard to keep track of all the new legendaries coming out.
Oh yeah, go check out my new video about how to search Scryfall well. That will definitely help your life be easier. For that April format, yes, a legendary uncommon D-Hammer. We are going legendary commanders, just like regular commander, except it's got to be an uncommon rarity. And then it's just a regular commander deck at a $250 budget all 4 weeks. So you don't upgrade it, you build it, you play for 4 weeks. We toyed with the idea of making this straight up Pauper EDH or PDH. That format has been getting a lot of hype recently. I think Prof recently covered it. And we toyed with that idea. What that one is any uncommon creature as your commander. And your entire deck past that has to be commons. It sounds really fun, but we've run into things like this in the past with the league, where if we don't have the budget high enough, at least over time, if not right out of the gate, the games go incredibly long. Every single week you're playing like a 3.5 hour game because it dirtles up. Nobody can board wipe. There's just no options. And I built a PDH deck earlier this week before I got with the league and talked to them about what they wanted to do. And it is wild, the cards that are staples in that format, because there's no board wipes.
Right.
Like 2 damage to each non-pirate creature is a played card.
Well, and the other big thing to the PDH is that it's not legendary. It's any uncommon creature can be your red.
Lots of what's the blue white uncommon creature that blinks something at the end of your turn? You know what I'm talking about?
Soul Herder.
Soul Herder. That is a major deck in that meta because that is such a strong uncommon creature. Matt, I don't think there is a single common full board wipe, but that's the April format. Uncommon commanders for 250 budget all month. If you join up between now and the last day of March, you are eligible to join into our April format. Build you an uncommon commander-led 250 budget deck, and then pop in. Oh, wow, Food. That's very interesting. I'll have to look more into that.
I like that news. I just sent those that charity a bunch of bulk.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
May's format. May, we're back to pre-con commanders. As you can see, March, May, July, we try to keep it back to pre-con commanders every other month. We're at least trying that in our 2023 season's first half. And so May is going to be any pre-con commander from ever, again, at a $250 budget all month. That month, we're not going to do the upgrade weeks. We're just going to do one set budget, build your deck, come and play 4 games, 1 per week, try and win some prizes. Then in June.
Oh, June.
June is something I'm very excited about. This was a heavily requested format. And that's actually a good point to make about the league. One of the things that I'm proudest of about our Commander League is how much this is our Commander League. This is not mine and Jake's. This is not Bobby Z's, even though he was the person who got it off the ground. It's everybody's. We regularly do town halls for feedback from our competitors. We regularly discuss everything among the league officials for every decision. There is no unilateral decision. And so June, being a 2-headed giant month, was heavily requested. Heavily requested. We're going to play $500 combined budget all month. And
how cool is that?
Yes. You can have a $400 deck and a $100 deck. You can have a $450 deck and a $50 deck. Do what you want. That sounds weird, but if it works, congratulations. The only restriction in June is that we're only going to use March of the Machine Legends. That set so far looks like it's going to be legendary creature heavy.
It looks like the end of Endgame.
Yes.
With all the portals opening up. You're going to see everyone.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. And so that month is going to be our own plane-wide, multiverse-wide war among all of the March of the Machine legends. May is when March of the Machine comes out, so that should give everybody plenty of time to find a 2-headed giant partner. You have the same partner all month. Build 2 decks with a $500 combined budget and only use March of the Machine Legends. Then July, we're back to pre-con commanders, but we're doing big budget, $500 all month. And then our August tournament happens.
So join the Discord, join the league, make some friends, play in June, have a great time.
Oh, yeah. Typically, well, I say typically, we've done 1 season of the league so far. In our very first season, we had 11 months of competition, and then we had a tournament on the 12th month, which is what you're going to be watching the final match of here tonight. This time around, this season, we're trying it where we do 5 months of competition, then a tournament. 5 months of competition, then a tournament. And that'll be our 2023 season. Let's just get 2 tournaments in. Lets people sort of come and go so that you're not committed to a whole year if you don't want to be, or you don't have to come back in a year if you're not playing Magic in a year, or you start hating Jake and Joel or Magic because they found the one ring and went and threw it into a volcano.
Who would do that?
I can't imagine anybody doing that.
Uh-oh.
Is
Who
that
would hate Jake and Joel or Magic? What
is that a Jake back from vacation? Jake, you got your cam on?
I think I'm getting observed here.
I think I do.
Sorry, Spec. His name is on the building.
It's true. See you guys.
Spectre, you do look very dashing this evening.
Your voice is still here. Spectre will be with us in voice, but I'm looking for Jake. All we're seeing is Visadrix right now.
That's weird.
There he is.
Okay.
It's loading
much
up
better.
anyway.
All right.
Everybody!
Guys, I'm so sorry. Well, hold on.
Wave to
I can't
Jake!
have that gray box. I can't have that gray box.
Jake has been on
tracing over my face
vacation
the entire time.
across the pond in Europe for the past 2 weeks.
I have, and all of the clocks in my house are wrong.
It's the first time that Jake has had to deal with daylight savings time.
Well, it apparently happened while I was traveling, which is kind of a pain in the butt. So
That is
I'm
a
here
good
now,
way
though.
to freak out your brain time-wise, is go to Europe, have daylight savings time happen, and then come back to the States.
I had an 8-hour flight, and then because it was pushed back 3 hours, I missed my layover, so we stayed in the worst hotel. If you follow Annie on TikTok, you can see how terrible the hotel was. And then we had a 6-hour flight, and yeah, it's all like so much time. So yeah, there's been a little bit of jet lag, but I'm really happy to be here, distract my mind a little bit, wake up a little bit,
Get back
and
in the
be back
groove
on the channel.
Yeah, baby.
So big old thanks to Joel in chat. I know that this is some league time, but Joel has been an absolute champ, and despite being, the dad of a 5-month-old going on 6-month-old,
6-month-old going on 7.
oh well, holy shit, that's how much time happens when you're traveling.
Yeah, he has almost learned to crawl. He is like 90% sure of how to crawl.
Jeez. So it's like that one planet that they go on, one of the first planets in Interstellar, where the time is all dilated. I guess while I was traveling, it was like 5 or 6 tick marks, and a bunch of months went by, and now Maddox is even older. Holy cow.
There you go. While we were chatting, by the way, I ran our first Dragon Shield giveaway. Congratulations to Sour Weasel. Sour Weasel, you won the green classic Dragon Shields. Our Commander League is sponsored by Dragon Shield, so we are going to be giving away, Jake, I told them we're going to give away a pack of Dragon Shields for everyone who joins the Patreon tonight to join the Commander League. Every time somebody joins the Patreon, we're going to give away a pack of Dragon Shields to chat.
Holy shenanigans.
Little incentive, little fun thing to do. Everybody wave
cool.
at Jake. Everybody say congrats to Sour Weasel for the very first win. Let's jump back into this. We got about 20-ish minutes before we want to get this game underway. Jake, I am sharing my screen there, so you should be able to see that. And Spec, if you're still with us, want you in on this discussion. Yeah. I'm going to swap
back.
I
see is the formats. Yep. Is that correct?
Yeah, we just finished talking about the formats. And so real quick, I wanted to touch on, I already talked about this, but I really want to touch on prizes. So if you win first place on any given month, you win a $40 TCG Player gift card. You win our 2023 Commander League sleeves from Dragon Shield, which you can see right there. Those are our custom 2023 Commander League Dragon Shield sleeves, straight from Dragon Shield. And you also get a winner's crown Discord badge to show off in our Discord. Hey, I won a month of the sweet Commander League. What is up? Second place, you get the same thing minus the winner's badge. You get the $40 gift card, you get the sleeves. Third place, nice try. You got the sleeves, still got the sleeves. Maybe you got infinite comboed out in the final match. That's all right. You still got the 2023 Commander League sleeves. So, that is our general overview of the Commander League on a month-to-month basis. Let me make sure we've covered everything here. We covered next month's formats. We covered what the league was. We covered how we got to this match. 11 months of play. A 4-week tournament that started 3 weeks ago. Almost 3.5, 4 weeks ago now. And these 4 competitors you're going to see tonight. Brody, you can jump into Mod Lounge whenever you want. The 4 competitors you're going to see tonight are the winners playing for the championship, the grand championship. Our winners tonight, we have got for first place, $80 gift card to TCG Player.
Oh, wow.
You also get a unique, I showed you, chat, I showed you the gold crown for winning a month. If you win a year, if you win a tournament of a season, you get a red crown next to your name. Ooh.
Oh, wow. It changes the whole color?
Ooh.
That's amazing.
Ooh. Second place.
Oh, hi, Brody.
Second place tonight's going to get a $40 TCG Player gift card. Third and fourth place, you're champions. You did a great job. You just didn't win.
Non-Billy is saying, can we see a big pile of the sleeve boxes? I mean, why is the camera still doing... Is the camera still doing this?
No, I don't see anything. What? I'm not sure what you mean, Non-Billy Barty.
All of the sleeves are in like a box.
For the amount of sleeves.
I guess he wants to see like the box of sleeves or something like that. Yeah, we just have like a bunch of different dragon shields and stuff.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Here's the squad. Well, it's my shared screen and the squad. We're gonna stop streaming that. Got me down there. I don't know why I'm showing on the thing, but whatever. Spectre's up there in the top right. Jake in the top left. When our commissioner went to a hockey game tonight. Didn't ask me if he could, but he did. So he'll be joining us at some point. But oh, this is what I need to do. Turn on camera. I'm a dingo.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't see you. I see Spectre's face.
Well, I'm a giant moron, and I was like, I don't know why that box is blank.
There we go.
I don't
That looks
stream
much better.
regularly. I don't have a YouTube channel like you, Jake, so I don't know how this works.
Well, you got to figure it out. You got to kind of, dial it in a little bit.
Commissioner damn near killed her. What we're gonna do here now is Spectre is gonna go over our 4 competitors. He's learning this as I'm saying it.
Okay.
Yep.
Spectre's gonna go over our 4 competitors for the night. I'm gonna name them. Their names are, hang on, I lost them. Who we got? We got Dino, we got Josh, we got Logan, and we got Sin. CYN Sin. If you would, Spectre, briefly go through the commanders they're playing and any stats that you learned. If you want to share, let me know and I can throw that up. Whatever you want to do. Take it away. Oh, hang on. I got special music. I got to do the special music.
Oh, special music. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's an award show. Here we go.
You have some special music. This is great.
Chat, listen to that, baby. Jake and Spectre cannot hear this. It's the 2022 Commander League Finals.
I have to play it back later.
Our competitors tonight: Dino, Josh, Logan. Our competitors tonight: Dino, Josh, Logan, and Sin. Spectre, if you would, talk us through the commander decks that we will be seeing tonight, what our format is, and any of the little staticus stuff you've got for us. And I'm going to get us set up.
Please,
Sounds
a
good.
lot of staticus.
So, format tonight: Precon Commanders.
All right.
We're doing it with $1,000 budget. So a little spicier than what you might get at your local game store. One of the decks. Let's go ahead and I have them up on my screen, so I'll just kind of read them in the order. I don't know whose decks they are right now, but we'll get into that when we see them. So first commander we have is Dina. This is a Protean Hulk combo deck. It's going to be doing lots of Dark Confidant, Carrion Feeder, sack, basically try and find Protean Hulk and then sack it to go get all your combo pieces, drain everyone's life, win the game. I think it's rocking, like all these decks are going to be pretty CEDH focused in what you see, like land counts. Guess the land count for not just this deck, but all the decks.
I'm going to say
35.
34.
A little high, guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
34 is high.
34
Wow.
is high.
So,
when you're playing
and you
all
said this is the
38.
average of all 4 decks?
You're going to say 32?
It is not only the average, it is the exact same land count for every single deck.
33.
29.
No,
What?
Oh, dude, somebody's
So
definitely gonna absolutely get mana screwed in this game.
Yeah, somebody's mulling
Yeah.
a 4.
There's
Happening.
a
Big mana rock
yeah.
piles. That's
Everyone
crazy.
is running 13 plus ramp spells, and these aren't your daddy's mana rocks. This isn't little rampant growth. We got
Every deck in
Chrome
green?
Mox, Lotus Petal. No, we actually don't.
Okay.
We have 2 decks that are not in green, I believe.
Are they running MDFCs or something?
MDFCs. We don't have time for MDFCs and CEDH.
Chat, the voice you just heard is Brody Ram, represented by the dog icon there. Jank is the little
Greetings.
Fibblethip over there. 2 of our mods on the channel. Everybody wave at Brody.
It's so nice to hear your voices.
Greetings.
This is nice.
Jake, welcome back, man.
Oh, it's good to be back. Good to hear you.
Yeah. So, second deck, Henzi Toolbox Tori. Being in the Jund colors, it's doing the exact same thing as the Dina deck. It's going to try and find Protean Hulk, use Protean Hulk to find its combo pieces, drain everyone's life. Zulaport Cutthroat, Blood Artist, all that kind of good stuff. You're going to see a lot of tutor stuff, Diabolic Intense, Reanimates, Victimize.
Worldly, I imagine, if we're going for Protean Hulk.
Yep, exactly. Worldly Tutor, Summoner's Pact, all the good stuff. Now we're getting to our Esper decks. We have 2 Esper decks. So we've got Tivit, Seller of Secrets. This is an extra turn style deck. Basically, you're trying to cheat out enough artifacts, and then I forget the name of the exact piece of the thing. What's it called? Time Sieve? Time Sieve. Yeah. So you're basically hunting for Time Sieve, then you're dropping Tivit, and then you're using all the artifacts that Tivit makes to sacrifice them. You need to sacrifice 5, take an extra turn, and you just basically do that, rinse and repeat until you knock someone out with combat damage, since Tivit does have a combat, I think it's a, combat damage trigger. Then we've got Annihilor, which is actually just more of a, it looks like it's doing more of a stacks thing with a demonic consultation lab man combo out.
Uh-oh. All right. I see. So chat, if I've done this correctly, you should be seeing our game getting underway here. I'm going to go ahead and tell
I get a link to the game, the live game?
Yeah, absolutely. There's only a limited number of people that can spectate, but Jake, I'm going to drop it in mods right now.
Sure. I appreciate it.
I need
Sin decided that he should also suit up for this event. That's nice.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to share screen to y'all. Go live.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you share to me, then someone else can be in that link, I guess.
Either way. Okay, perfect. So, chat, we've got this set up where we're going to be able to commentate over this game. They're not going to be able to hear us because they're all going to be respectable competitors and not watch the stream while we play.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Respectable. Good and respectable. And we'll get this going. All my league officials, Jake, down there. Beautiful. Looking good. All right, I'm going to tell the competitors spec while you finish up. I'm going to tell them to go ahead and get their opening hands.
That sounds great.
Send them to me. We'll go over opening hands, and then we'll release these competitors to go.
So
I am not really quick. I'm just not seeing the chat log to get this link.
In Mana Vault.
In mods, right?
In
Mana Vault. Oh,
yeah,
in
yeah.
Mana Vault. Copy that. Got it. Thank you.
So this game is going to be a lot more cutthroat than some of the other games we've seen. So,
oh yeah, they're packing lots of magic and counter magic. You know, pyroblasts. Standard old counter spells. We've got Allosaurus Shepherds in both of the green decks to try and, deal with those, force negation, force of wills, mental missteps, all that kind of stuff. This is gonna be a CEDH match for sure.
I really think we're either going to have a very short game or a pretty long game. That's how these things turn out. All right, so let me turn them up real fast and see. Am I doing this correctly?
my money is on a very short game.
Yeah, if it's a short game, we're going to do some deck techs and...
If I am in here spectating, do I need to mute myself?
No, you should be good.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
That's good. I need to hop in on one of these deck tech things soon. I got Prof's new deck box, and it turns out I don't double sleeve any of my decks, so I got a lot of room in there, and I maybe need to build a modular deck to slap in that bad boy, and I have no clue where to start.
All right, I'm very excited here.
All right, looks like they are getting their hands decided.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to make sure that we're going to be able to hear them. Yeah, I told them to go ahead and get opening hands.
So they will be able to talk to each other.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They can talk to
All right,
each
cool.
other. It's just a matter of we don't want them hearing us because we're going to talk through their opening hands and such.
There you go.
All right, how many folks are rocking the official sleeves today?
Looks like we got one player.
One.
Yeah,
Well,
just the one.
One is good.
Looks like I know what I'm putting my money on tonight.
I've played against Dino before. Very, very strong player. It's been a minute since I have played, but I was looking at that April league, and I think I could put something together at Uncommon.
Yeah, nice. I've played against Dino, Kusa, and Sin TPG down in the bottom right. They're all no nonsense. Good players.
Yeah, that Flicker deck last week was a house.
Who was playing Flicker?
Was that the one that you
was-
played against, Joe?
I believe that was Dino.
What was
Oh.
Dino playing?
Yeah.
What was his commander?
I can't remember at this
It was
point.
Rune. It was the Rune Flicker
Oh
dungeon.
yeah, Raynar.
He's playing Raynar, man after my own heart.
All right, there we go. I got chat. I got the game on full screen here. I just want to be able to click through cards so that I can talk about stuff.
If you
Yeah,
go
absolutely.
into the finals pod, you should be able to see the deck lists too. I can link them all really quick too. Sick.
For some reason, I'm not able to hear them. Spell table aficionados. Any spell table aficionados able to tell me why I can't hear them?
Just make sure that your audio device is correct on there, because I can hear them just fine and I hear the stream just fine, both independent.
Interesting. Okay. So I've got some sound issue happening. Chat, we'll be going very, very soon. Get some music going in the meantime so it's not so awkward.
Jake, if
seconds,
you
be right
spent your money on a commander just without seeing any of the opening hands yet, what do you lean more towards?
For me, I am really excited to see how the Henzi plays. And I'm also very excited to see how Tivit plays. That Flying Ward 3 seems very strong.
It kicked my butt, let me tell you. Tivit seemed really strong, despite being a 6-cost creature. It got out pretty fast and took over the game and won, basically that turn. I agree though. Henzi, I'm excited about. I haven't seen it, but I've always been intrigued with its whole blitz thing. I think it's really cool. And it's well costed at 3 mana.
One of the guys at my local shop's a Henzi deck, and it's not even like a super tuned deck, but it can put out a lot of stuff in a hurry. With all the ETB and depth triggers, it just gets out of control.
All right, Jake, you know what? If you can hear them fine, will you be our play-by-play guy?
Yeah, well, it's going to be difficult because I have them talking and you guys talking, but I'll do my best.
Okay, yeah. If you can just sort of keep us up to speed with any plays and stuff.
Yeah, I can hear them. No, but that's weird because I do hear as a spectator.
Yeah, I know. That's so strange.
Do you have the site muted, Joel?
I don't think so.
Or the
All
tab?
right, they're asking me about the protocol. Say
Sound
that
was
again,
muted
guys.
on this page. Thank you so much.
Ooh.
There we go.
Are you better
There you
there?
go. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now let me turn
Thank
down
you.
this stupid award music.
Yeah,
Jeremy
I
V
don't
pledging
know.
5 wanted to say
I don't know what
thank
to
you
do
to
at this
Jeremy
juncture.
V jumping in.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful.
Right. Yeah, I'm like at the same spot. Like, I don't know.
That worked, Joel.
Yes. Thank you so much, chat. You
No.
should be able to quietly hear the game in the background now.
Jeremy,
Okay,
thank you
Joel's
so much for joining the Patreon. Says excited to play next month.
Oh,
We
now he
will
can hear
have
us.
a
Wonderful.
giveaway. Thanks to Jeremy V.
Howdy, howdy,
Okay.
howdy.
All right.
Okay, so
This is good news.
okay, so they can hear us, but obviously we can't communicate with them. until it's
Right.
on.
Okay, so we're gonna turn them down for just a second.
Sin, you're still finding a hand?
No, I just thought a while, and I think this hand is keepable. So
They are sending me their opening hands currently, and we are gonna share these.
Joel.
send me your opening hand, Joel. Okay.
All right, so this is Bayric's opening hand. Y'all should be able to see it.
Oh, okay. All right, we got
Okay.
Eric's opening hand here. Looking
Bayrick.
good if
Painted
we're
backed.
No ramp, but you know, a lot
Three
of things
lands?
that a lot of things that hose his competitors if he can make all 3 land drops.
Combo
but no ramp.
piece in your opening hand.
That's big.
Preventative.
Angel's Grace.
Yeah, loss prevention
Yeah.
there with Angel's Grace, and then 2 stacks pieces.
I like the wingmare. Yeah, I like the wingmare. This is an easy keep if you are in playing 29 lands. In my opinion, it would be nice to have
Yeah.
a mana roster.
That's a good
That was
one.
a
I
good
forgot
point.
about 29 lands.
Now the Hushwing is decent versus Tivit. Doesn't do anything versus the Protean Hulk since those are both
Yeah.
die triggers.
Yeah.
Well, does Protean Hulk get things that care about ETB triggers?
No,
Okay.
it gets a sack outlet and then a Blood Artist effect
More
and
death triggers.
persist thing and Maylin, which prevents you putting -1 counters, so you can continually sack your persist creature and drain.
Oh
it.
yes, that's
So,
good.
chat, that was Bayric's opening hand. Bayric is our second position right here. Let's take a look at Josh's opening hand. That's position
that was a
4
strong-
down here.
That was a strong opener. Let's see.
So with with Josh, our 4th position player, we're opening with Malcolm Keen-Eyed, Marsh Flats, Watery Grave,
Oh,
Snap,
this is stupidly good.
Brainstorm, Soul Ring, and Seachrome Coast. So
This is stupidly good.
I don't
This
even
is
know
more what I
if you're
would
allowed to
expect
put
from this level.
yeah.
such
Yeah,
a good
that's gonna
hand
be coming out of the
such a
gates
funky
fast.
keyboard.
So that yep, and we will buy a new keyboard for them, or at least some keyboard cleaner. That's our position, our 4th position player down here,
That is
Cusa,
a
aka
phenomenal
UWS,
hand.
aka Josh. Our 3rd position right here, playing Dina. This is our opening hand. We've
Now
got
Dina is a pretty
Ooh,
Dina is a
good
pretty
too.
sweaty commander at 2.
Imp Seal, Abrupt Decay, Disciple.
Ramp.
2 lands.
Disciple-
I like that
Disciple is a-
man.
what is this
so
turn?
they-
a combo piece.
Mullied
Now,
to
chat.
5, apparently.
1,
Yeah, I
2,
mean,
3,
this is
4,
so
5,
good.
6, 7.
Oh, no, that's 7. I am terrible.
Abrupt Decay,
Counting.
Disciple, sitting with 2 mana. But we got an Imp Seal. What is that? Is that
Well,
a
he's
butt
got
on
the-
my stream? Get that butt out of here.
Yeah, the top card is pseudo ramp.
That is a nice butt
Yeah,
on that
calling.
card. If you are seeing the proxies, you're just joining the stream. $1,000 budget, but what's really cool is we allow proxies in the league, so you never have to feel like you have to go break the budget just to be competitive. Everybody gets to build around the same parameters. As long as you have an inkjet printer, you're in good shape.
I mean, it's not like a huge.
Yeah, so that culling of the week, it's 1 mana, but you can sack a creature, add 4 black mana.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's a
then in
nice
our
start
first
on turn
position,
2.
going first tonight, we've got Dino's hand here. Looks like we got a Faithless Looting, Wooded Foothills,
Dark Ritual.
Dark
As always.
Ritual, Summoner's Pact, Veil of Summer, which is huge.
it's
Dude,
huge. But this is a
Foothills for a
risky keep.
Bayou, and
These
then Dark
These are
Ritual.
good cards.
Yeah, Grim Tutor there. You're going to need double black to get the Grim Tutor off, but, you know, we
We
shall
got the
see.
Dark
This
Ritual.
is easily the riskiest that
This
we've
is-
seen.
This is super risky.
This
I
one
mean,
land is.
I think
Yeah,
that Grim
yeah.
Tutor is going to go grab a land if I had to bet on it.
Yeah.
Chat,
Some mana source or
Well, but that's on 3, so
I
we'd have
think
to
you dark rit. Just Dark Rid into Grim Tutor. Make sure you get that second land or a Soul Ring or something.
Yeah.
It's either that
Yeah.
or he plays the super ballsy move and just pitches it all. Faithless Looting turn 1.
Yeah, good luck.
That is super gamble.
All right,
Hey.
so Jeremy V, you did join our Patreon. Thank you very much for joining up. Have a good time in the league if that's why you joined. What I'm going to do right now is Jeremy earned chat another Dragon Shield giveaway. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. Hashtag let's get going. Type that in chat. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit subscribe. We are right at 10:06. We're starting 6 minutes late, but that is going to be just fine. Let me mods, and Jake, I'm gonna pop over real fast. Oh no, they're not in a Discord room. I forgot. Okay, so I'm just gonna type in their room real fast.
Here, I've got some right here, some olive sleeves.
Oh,
That
beautiful.
can be the first one.
I'm gonna mold a 6.
Nice.
I have to
Okay,
wait.
we're good to go. We're good to go.
All right, chat. I'm gonna turn them
We
up.
got the go.
Yeah.
Let's go, boys.
Hey,
Let's go.
Joe.
Yes.
Just as a thought, if you go to the options on the Discord where you're sharing all the pictures,
Uh-huh.
you can actually cut out the people that don't have a camera on.
All right, we're getting.
Cut out the people that don't have a camera on. I'm not following.
So if you hit the little 3-button options button on the Discord, like on the video,
Uh-huh.
there's an option that says show non-video participants, and you can uncheck that
Oh,
so that
Oh, and then Jank and Brody's symbol will go
correct.
away.
nice.
Thanks, Jank. That's a good looking out.
I will.
More minds are better than one.
I actually can turn this off too. There you go.
All right, so you got an overgrown 2.
You're the loser.
All right. And we're off, dude. I'm so excited for this game, chat. I hope y'all are excited.
Your camera went down, Joel.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
luck
I've
to
got
everybody
it.
playing.
It's
Hopefully
going through a
nobody gets too
different
mad
thing on the
about it.
stream.
Gotcha.
All right, so T1 Dino goes and gets an overgrown tomb.
Do it, man.
Now, does he Dark Rit into the Grim?
We didn't. Oh, he's going with the balls play, man. Is that that's Faithless Looting? Yeah.
He drew a
Dino- I
like
Simian
this
Spirit
play.
Guide, I guess.
It was our second, our third.
No, mental misstep.
Sinborn is the one with Dark Ritual. No, I'm incorrect.
No. Oh, whoa. Wow, he top decked a Simian Spirit Guide so he could Faithless Looting. That's crazy.
Dino.
That was
Oh, yeah.
very, very lucky.
That's a lot
Wow.
of resources to go find a second land, though.
Mm,
It is.
wow.
By the way, that
Grim Tutor and Protean Hulk.
Pitching. Oh my
Oh.
God.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
got it in the
Wow.
graveyard already.
Already got the
Wow.
Hulk.
I'm gonna
Does he Dark
Dark
Rit
Rit?
into?
Holy
Tutor?
shit.
I believe so.
This game might be shorter even than we thought.
There. See the cards thrown with Sin.
I return a card from my.
So this is Footsteps of Goryo.
Oh,
Return target
jeez.
creature from your graveyard to play. Sacrifice that creature at the end of turn. Are we gonna turn one victory here?
Protean Hulk.
It
Not
looks like- I don't-
possible.
No one's holding force of anything.
No, we don't have Pact of Negation. We don't have.
No, that's it. This is the biggest lead.
Nobody got mana. Nobody can do anything.
Nobody even got a turn.
I can see the frustration in their hands.
Can you imagine that nobody even gets a turn?
Oh my God! This is no
Is
way,
this
dude.
already done?
Dude, this is done. This is done. He just gets the 3 combo. He just needs to get Disciple. He needs to get like Viscera Seer, Malin, and then a persistent
Okay,
creature.
all right.
Oh
Well,
my
let's
God,
keep
dude.
in mind we do have a very, very sweaty hand coming up with the Soul Ring. Is that game?
That's game.
That's it. They knew they couldn't do anything.
So what we're gonna do here, chat, I believe.
Well, that's your Henzy deck, Jake.
Wait, that was the
very
one.
excited to see what Henzy does. Oh,
Well, maybe next time they'll play Henzy.
Wow.
That was insane.
okay. So
All right,
that's
hang on.
Simian
Turn
enabled
one,
the
play one.
ultimate.
Hang on just a second. Let me see what they're
No,
saying.
I was gonna go. Oh shit.
Oh no, they showed hands already.
They already
We
revealed.
already
their hands.
revealed
Oh,
all
shit.
right.
They revealed hands already.
That
Oh, no.
Simian did it.
But
The
no, I-
Simian made it
Yeah.
happen.
What
Yeah,
a pop.
Dino already shuffled back in. He's like, we're done with it. It's over.
I mean, he just had everything he needed waiting in those top 3 cards.
That's
Yeah, that was-
crazy.
Unbelievable.
Because he had to draw into the Simian Spirit Guide and the Protean Hulk. They were all in the top 3. And the Goryo. I don't think he had that in his opening hand either, did he?
No.
He did. Or no?
Yeah.
No, yeah, he did.
Did he?
The Footsteps
so
of
he
Goryo
basically
was in
drew
the
the
opening
nuts.
hand.
Yeah, he had footsteps, but he didn't have Hulk or Spirit Guide.
Yeah, that was
He
God
had-
drop right there.
So it had to be Spirit Guide to cast the Faithless in hand, and then he top decked Protean Hulk off that, ditched it, and then used the 1 mana that he literally had kept in his opener to Dark Writ.
Chat.
Bro,
And
this is so
Now he's
crazy
showing
that.
the creatures he would pull.
Which does the thing.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's 1 persist creature, and then
I love that we were worried that like nobody had more than 30 lands, and
Yeah,
the
wow.
person who kept the least amount of lands in their hand won on before even
That's why I
Edgar drew a
said
card.
the first hand looked good, but
That's
no
probably the best
ramp,
possible outcome for that
opening-
deck right there.
hoping
well,
to get
let's
to
see.
turn 3 playing lands is dicey.
Let's see if they want to do an actual game.
Yeah.
And just run it back, and Dino obviously wins the league.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Matt. I'm completely with you. He did shuffle on screen. Look, I'm telling you, I asked
Oh,
them
totally.
to shuffle on screen, get their hand on screen. I wanted full deniability of any sort of cheating or anything. Look at Bayrick. Bayrick has thrown his hand on the table like 6 times at this point.
I can't say that I would be much
Oh,
better
dude,
than
I
he
would
is
be
right now.
salty as shit. I can't even imagine.
You go through all the effort to build that deck and get on the camera, and then
Yeah, get the cameras ready.
Well, let me just say, I'm happy I wasn't able to find all my regalia, and I was just able to find a shirt and a tie.
Yeah, seriously.
if you had shown up 5 minutes later, you'd have missed it.
Yeah,
That was,
I guess so.
Well, what a finale. Holy hell.
It was memorable, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. Turn 1 win from Good Job Dino. We're gonna pull Dino in when we can here.
You
This
can make
stream
a
is
short
gonna have a
this entire
chapter
game.
called "The Game," and it's gonna be 30 seconds.
Yeah, like I think it's going to be shorter than most of the shorts you put out. The whole game.
Dino,
this
can you
was-
hear us? Are you there?
Dino, what's up, man?
Yeah, now I can
It's
hear you.
gone.
Oh
Yeah,
my
let's talk through
goodness.
this.
All right.
That was brutality.
Hold on. Hold on.
How'd you
I
keep
need
the
to.
hand?
So
I
we
need
saw.
to. I can still hear the other people in. Poop. I don't know. I don't know how to mute spell table, and if I X out of it, it closes the game.
Up in the top, depending on your browser,
It should be on like the left side. There's a little.
right?
You can right click the tab and it'll say mute.
Oh, there you go.
So
Yep.
mute website or mute tab or something like that.
It's right.
Oh,
It's
there we
in
go.
the second-
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
there you go.
I'm good now.
So, Dino, let us start off by saying congratulations on winning the 2022 Jajam Commander League on turn 1.
Congrats,
Yeah,
man.
wow.
Clutch Simeon there. Holy shit.
Thank you. Jesus. Thank you.
Was it
Just-
difficult?
oh my god.
Was it difficult to sneak the Simeon on top of your library without any of us noticing?
Yeah, in the past week, I watched a bunch of Fool Us with Penn and Teller.
Oh, perfect.
I watched a
Nice.
little Puff the Magic Dragon. Yeah.
I do like that.
Up close
Some of those
magic.
Pikachu videos of him going over the top cheaters where they always put the card they need on top. I've seen those. No, that was, dude. I mean, honestly, the Simeon into the Faithless, and then getting lucky and finding the Protean Hawk
What was your
just,
What was your
Yeah, that was
plan?
wild.
What was your plan? Not knowing Simeon was your your first card draw. What were you going
That's
to
the
do? with the
question. Yeah.
Well, I had the tutor. I had the add 3 mana. The names are totally escaping me.
Yeah, Dark Ritual.
But so
Dark
I thought,
Ritual.
I had Dark Writ, so I'm thinking I want to try to stay low to the ground on my plays. So at worst, I just tutor for something.
I figured that you might
Try to
even
or something.
just use the Dark Writ into the Grim. It was a Grim tutor, right?
Yeah.
The Dark Writ into a Grim tutor for
Yeah.
maybe a Soul Ring or a land or something like that. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that was
I mean,
nuts.
turn because I also had the pact to search for a green creature. So I mean, one of the lines in the deck is the Magecraft kill everyone line. So I'm like, hey, at worst, maybe in a couple
Storm Killing
turns,
Artist?
No. The
Witherbloom Shaman?
Witherbloom. Yeah. The
Oh,
Witherbloom.
gotcha. Right.
Witherbloom Apprentice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, I have a tutor in my hand for a creature. I have a regular tutor in my hand. Maybe Witherbloom is going to be the line that I go down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely
draw-
insane, man. Was this did you play Henzi at all throughout the entire Commander League?
No. So when we changed it to $500 one week, $1,000 the next week, my immediate thought was I want to play Jund.
Yeah.
But at $500, but at $500, I wasn't confident enough that I'd be able to play like the lands that I needed and everything like that. So last week I played Dina, the same deck that Sin's playing, because I feel like you can do a lot of the same lines, but on a $500 budget.
Right. Yeah.
And then the nice thing with Henzi was if the game went on long enough, I could blitz in the Hulk if it's in my hand, and then he sacks himself at the end of turn.
That was my next question, was why Henzi, but I like that line. Just blitz it in.
And he cuts the cost on it too if you do it that way.
Yeah. Plus, you get access to red, which gives you red elemental blast. A lot of stuff to help.
Oh yeah,
Faithless Looting, which was clutch in this game.
Faceless.
I mean, black is just so strong because it gives you all the tutors that you could ever possibly want. We saw black in every deck list this evening. It's pretty much, in my opinion, impossible not to play black if you're not trying to combo.
It's tough.
So it's
Spectre, will you drop the deck lists into chat for us, Will? Chat,
black
deck lists are dropping into chat right now. Okay, so what has happened is the competitors are here. We're all here. We're going to do another game. We've still got a second place prize to give out. The way that it works, if somebody goes infinite in our league, is everybody else ties for the last position. So we didn't really get a second place out of that. Basically, whoever wins this one, and Dino, I want you to try and win, okay? Still want you to win, even though you've already won the league. Oh, congratulations.
Okay, yeah. Now I'll try. This time I'll try.
There you go. Yeah, if you could just play a little bit harder this time and not be so lazy, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, you'll sit up out of bed for this one.
Yeah, I only have 2 speeds, 2 minutes or 3 hours.
Perfect. That's my favorite types of commander games.
God.
It's 6
Just
board wise.
absolutely so much build up. You couldn't write a better comedy. There's like everybody gets dressed up. We have tons of build up. We've talked over all the decks. We start playing. It ends on like 5 or 6 cards.
Just a couple of minutes into the actual game. That's why we do an hour of pre-show so that we have a whole stream.
Not even good job, guys. Great job, says Zach G.
Yeah, I mean, guys, this was, you probably have it on family settings, but this was my 3rd drink of the evening. I've been nerve-wracked for the past couple hours.
Oh, really? Well,
I saw the beer. I saw the beer when we were doing opening hands, and I saw an empty glass when this game finished.
Yep,
which was only about 30.
That is so funny. Well, congrats. I mean, that was honestly sick.
Yeah.
That's how some games of Magic go, and not every month is like this. You're going to have all sorts of different building parameters. This one just essentially lended itself to be a very sweaty building parameters, and that's what we saw tonight.
Chat, make sure you typed in hashtag let's get going to give away the dragon shields. Jake is going to send out some dragon shields to winner. Hashtag let's get going.
We did have 2 patrons, so Joel, if you want to send some out as well, or I can send both, it doesn't matter if we get more.
Did I miss one? I think I must have missed one come through.
I think we had 2 patrons join tonight. Is that correct?
Beautiful. Yep. Hashtag let's get going is going to enter you to win the next one. Dino, great job,
just
Dino.
Rolling back to back too. That's fine.
Not good job, Dino. Great job, Dino.
Yeah, need a little name change for next time.
Congratulations on the win. Look out for your red crown to pop up on your name in Discord. $80.
Kyle, before you go, will you explain to chat?
When do I get the belt?
I wish we had a belt. 2023 season, we're going to have a belt or a physical trophy or something. But this time out, you're going to get the red crown in the Discord. You're going to get an $80 gift card to TCG Player. And you're going to get a hearty pat on the back from all of us and chat.
Maybe we'll make a Jake and Joel shirt that says "I won turn one," and you have to be able to, prove that you won turn one at some point.
Secret
Turn
link
one
to
and always
purchase.
out with this lousy shirt.
When you explain the combo that you presented, I think some people in chat aren't familiar with Protean Hulk since it isn't really played at casual tables.
Walk us
So what
through
cards were you going to go get?
All right, so I was going to get Viscera Seer. So Malira comes later because I was playing a slightly longer version of the combo. So usually you'll get like Malira, a sack outlet like Viscera Seer, Disciple of the Vault, and crap, the name's escaping me. I apologize.
Rakdos, persist creature.
That eventually, yeah, but
Eventually, yeah.
so I get so it starts with Viscera Seer, Carrion Feeder, and crap, I can't remember. But there's a card where when it dies, you can reanimate a creature. So I start with the Seer and the Feeder because then it also gives me 2 sack outlets on the field just in case. So I sack the creature, it reanimates the Hulk. I sack the Hulk again,
Body
and that's when I
Snatcher.
get Malira. Body Snatcher, yeah. Yeah, so then the second time is when I get Malira and the Goblin, the Murderous Redcap.
Right. And then because Malira says that your creatures can't have -1 counters put on, Murderous Redcap has persist. So when it dies, you won't actually put the -1/-1 counter on it when it comes back, meaning that you can continually sack it and then get the value off that until
Correct.
infinitely.
I remember when they unbanned Protean Hulk. I remember when it happened and you just could not find a copy. They just kept selling out so quickly. And it really speaks to just how strong the card is. I mean, it's just absolute bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now they have the sweet Secret Lair version where it does like the biology of it and how it looks on the insides.
It does have some really
Yeah,
cool.
it looks pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
And I will say those treatments in person and edge foil are so banging. They're so good. It's one of the best ones.
Oh, I can imagine.
They have a glossy back. It's so fire.
Dino, congrats again on your first place victory. One for the ages and a
Appreciate
story that will live in the annals of Jake forever.
Yeah, right. It's number 1.
Dino, go join these fellas. See if you can beat them on turn 1 again. Y'all get opening hands. Send me pics. We'll get this going one more time. AB, congratulations on winning the Dragon Shields. Dino, I'm going to kick you out of the room. Bye-bye.
Bye. That was absolute shenanigans.
Insane.
That was ridiculous.
Nuts.
I honestly love it. I love it.
I love it too.
But I was rooting against it when I saw all of what the Faithless Looting was enabling. I was like, please no.
Crazy.
I was like,
This.
Not like
I'm like,
this.
that's pretty lucky. That's pretty lucky hitting Simeon Spirit Guide
Right.
into the face. And then Protean Hulk, I was like, oh, this may just be over.
Yes.
Oh,
I was telling you all day, I was like, look, I was talking to my wife. I was like, look, tonight's stream, it could go 5 minutes. It could go 5 hours. I don't really know what we're in for. So we'll see.
All right. Things
It's
I want
probably
to see.
a good thing you can barely hear the other players because the amount of expletives that were probably coming out of their mouths was high.
We could tell. I like Spectre. Did you say it? I can tell their frustration in their hands.
God. I think that might have been Brody.
That was me.
Oh, that was you, dude. That was so funny, man.
Are we going to get opening hands again?
Yeah,
You
we're
can
gonna
tell
get.
the frustration in their hands. I think that could be a name for a stream cut after this.
This is exciting.
Yeah,
I want to see a huge stack fight. That is what I long for.
Well, what's
this
fun
game.
here is we still have a competitive game to come.
Correct. We still got to find our
There's
second
money
place
on the table.
Right. There's a $40 TCG player gift card up for grabs, and second place of the 2022 finals also up for grabs.
Yeah, I'm with you, Spec. I'm waiting to see a stack battle. One of these decks has 30 instants in it, so we'll see. Yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Force
it's
of
their
will,
combo
force
and
negation,
instance to protect their combo.
mental misstep. All
You
the
gotta have a lot of those
Oh,
instant
wow.
speed tutors too. I would expect a lot of these decks to be running.
Oh yeah.
If you can, enlighten, worldly, vampiric, all of that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Every deck
Autumn's
wants
Veil,
those.
Summoner's Pack, Veil of Summer, Worldly Tutor, Pyroblast, Noxious Revival, which is cool to get your own thing back or cover up a Vamp Tutor target.
Jay, can you imagine if somebody had a Noxious Revival to put that Protean Hulk back on top
Right?
of his deck when he went to do Goryo it?
I mean, yeah,
You can
it's
do
just
it. Only
wild.
cost 2 life.
God,
I
I
wanna
wish they
see
could go
a
back and
Withering
just buy
Bin hit.
Noxious Revivals for like 10 cents when that card first came out. Because
Right.
NPH was a small set too, so they were all over the place.
So, how many people do you think mulligan to pre-counter magic and
Oh,
interaction?
dude,
Right, yeah.
somebody is like, I'm not leaving without Force of Will tonight.
Right? I've
Chad, I
got
just
one
got a
card
poll
in here.
going. Who have you got winning game 2? Henzi, Tivit, Dina, or Nialor?
Some
Not sure how to
people in
pronounce it.
chat are going to be like, wait, the game already happened? Yep. You'll have to scrub through and good luck finding it.
It was the wildest 20 seconds of our entire days.
You put the whole final championship in a short.
You know, it's funny. I've never caught any of like Playing with Power or any of the Mox Masters CEDH tournament coverage, but I'm sure they have moments like this where they've planned for 2 hours, an hour and a half of coverage on a game, and it's over in 5, and they're like, all right, let's vamp.
Oh my God, major upset. Absolutely crazy. We just need a bunch of replays of it.
Yeah, just a bunch of the counters, the Call of Duty hit marker every time he flips it.
Yes. Wow.
Wild. Love it.
And like Jake said, this is not indicative of our normal months.
Correct. And it's also not indicative of any sort of money that you need to spend in order to enjoy a time like this
No,
either.
they were all proxies.
That's
Most of
right.
these decks all were proxies, right?
Use what
Yeah.
you got in your collection, proxy the rest, just build around the parameters.
So let me ask you guys a question as the ones who decide these, not decide, but the ones who debate these things going forward. Does that result affect how frequently you do $1,000 budget going forward?
No. Well, frequently, this is the very first, I think, game. We'd have to check with Spectre and Bobby, but this is the very first game, I think, of the entire league that we've had $1,000 budget.
No, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
this is a big
This
budget
is a special
for sure.
thing. We allow, typically months don't allow infinite combos. Typically, chat, you all saw it. We have $100, then $150, then $200, then $250 across. You know, we play some months for $500 already, but final game of the entire season, wanted to let them go all out. Infinites, $1,000, build whatever you want. And you saw what the result of that was. Some very high power turn 1 commander game victory, which is difficult. Not impossible, but difficult.
But I think it also goes to show $1,000 is light years away from some competitive ED, like the CEDH decks.
True.
They're super
absolutely.
expensive. And I think you can do a turn 1 like that for much less than $1,000. He didn't show us $1,000 worth of cards.
Oh no, not at all.
So if you like this kind of magic, it's in the realm of feasibility for you to go and play it. Right here on the Commander League.
That's right. And again, proxies are always encouraged by us, and you should try and get your play groups to use them too.
Yep. This month that actually is the very first time I've played a deck in League where every card was real. And it's because it was just based off an existing pre-con that I sleeved up, changed out like 20 cards.
And it's also a passion project for you too.
Yeah, that one is all retro, and so it's one of my ongoing project commander decks.
Yeah. We
nice.
also
I'm gonna
love
step away
real
for just
cards
a second.
too.
Let me know when you run that giveaway, and I'll make sure to write the name down. Here,
Like if you wanna foil out
Oh, we
for
did.
Commander League,
Oh,
no
we'll
one's
figure it
stopping
out.
you. You know, you do you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Hey, to anybody who wins Dragon Shields tonight, if you're not aware, please DM us on Discord if you won Dragon Shields according to who is sending them out. Sour Weasel, I've got yours right here, so you can DM me. AB, the ones that you won, please DM Jake on Discord. Say, hey, my name is X. I won X on the stream, and this is my shipping address, and we'll get those out to you this week. All right, we got some opening hands coming through here. Let's check these out.
Exciting.
I hope somebody gets a Withering Boon off this
Now,
game.
this is an opening hand.
That's a hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
City of Brass,
That's-
Birds of Paradise, Finhorn Elves, Sylvan Library, Cabal Ritual, Carpet of Flowers, and Soul Ring. How do you play this opening hand here? Do you just go Brass, Birds, Pass? I mean, you got to get
That's
the
what I
Soul
would
Ring
do.
out, right? But
Well,
you
I
want
have
your...
nothing to play with it on
Yeah.
turn one, so I
Are
would.
they in the number one spot?
Depends on what you draw, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would do Brass, Birds, Pass.
If I'm not in the number one spot, if I've seen an island or two come out already, I might start with Carpet of
That's
Flowers.
true. What do we know what position this is playing?
That's true.
Let's see.
But if I'm not dropping Carpet
3.
of Flowers, if my opponents haven't already
3?
put an island out,
Yeah.
because they
Right.
might dodge that early to try and slow me down.
Yeah, so if you see like Ancient Tomb or stuff coming out first, don't go for Carpet, definitely go for Birds. If you see 2 islands though, and well, you're only going to see 1 island potentially, right? Because
One island is just as good as a bird.
for sure,
And
right?
with the Carpet of Flowers, you'll immediately get that mana to play your bird in your second main phase.
Yep. So I would say, I'm just saying statistically, he's got less chances of seeing it since only one person is potentially going to play an island.
Right.
But I think you're right. Like if we do see an island off Tivit, then yeah, Carpet seems real good.
All right, so let's look at Dino. Currently in the first position here, mulled down to 6. We are sitting on Force of Vigor, Animate Dead, Zulaport Cutthroat, Dracula's Tomb, which is Phyrexian Tower, Snow-Covered Swamp, and Crystal Vein. How do you play this?
Well, he definitely wanted to keep. Wow, this is interesting. Keeping
Yeah.
Force with no pitchables to it. So this
Yeah.
is not a free counterspell turn 1. He's got a combo piece and a sack outlet.
Yeah, honestly,
but-
at instant speed, probably hoping to top deck a green card here.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
this
probably.
seems like a pretty risky keep to me.
He might not also be playing as Cutthroat now as he might have been.
Yeah, but he's also mulled down. This is on 6, right?
Yes,
He's
this
got
is
2
on 6.
lands, or he's got 3 lands. Does he really want to drop down to 5?
Right.
Yeah, he might just be keeping something that is playable and not want to risk going too much further.
And
Being
That was
that,
my thought.
Especially when you have Simian Spirit Guide and Protean Hulk right on top.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. He knows he's drawing into gold. So
Yeah, right. Jake, side note, AB was the person who won, member on the channel.
Oh, got it.
A period, B period. AB, like I said, if you'll DM Jake on Discord, if you'll pop in a chat and just say, hey, gotcha, so I know you heard me.
we-
Jake will get those out to you if you DM him, hey, I'm AB, I won the Jake.
That's always super
Dragon
helpful.
Shields.
Even if you've
Here-
already
here's my
sent me your
address.
address, just shoot it to me one more time, please.
All right, so that's our first position hand there, mulled down to 6. Like I said, our third position here, Brass Birds, maybe Carpet of Flowers, turn 1. Let's take a look at our position 4 here. This is our opening hand for position 4. Mulled down to 6, but sitting on Ristic, Miscast, and Drannith.
And Drannith, yeah.
Drannith
The
is nice.
Ristic is just insane if you can get that down. And
This is a good hand if we get to his turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If we get to the 4th position, this is easily fetch for a shock it in, stay open with Miscast, right?
Yeah, Miscast is huge. Miscast will
Absolutely.
absolutely be a player here.
Beautiful. AB said he messaged you, Jake. Immolated Dreams is AB.
Yeah.
Thanks,
And
AB.
Drannith is big too, right? Opening hand Drannith is pretty good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so that is our 4th position. And let's look at our 2nd position's opening hand here and see what we got. We got 5 mulled to 5 here. We got Hallowed Fountain,
Oh,
Imposter
he mulled
Mech.
the Force.
Force of
There's the
Will,
Force.
Graph Digger's
Yeah,
Cage.
Trevor did.
All right, so they were just like,
All right,
look,
so we actually have a game this time.
Yeah.
we are not allowing shenanigans with the Graph Diggers and the Force. We
So
might
he's got
get
a
past
and
turn
he's got
1.
a pitchable too, so
Yeah.
he can pitch and get Graph Diggers out on turn
Right.
2.
Mana cost on Imposter Mech. I'm not.
3.
Blue.
It's 3. It's 2 and a blue.
Okay, 2 and a blue for him. No, one.
Or 1 and a blue.
One blue,
one and a blue.
1.
Imposter
Is this
Mech is a
card
dope card.
Is this
Enter the
card better than I
battlefield as a
figured it is?
copy of a creature
Imposter
and
Mech is an
opponent.
insanely good card.
It's a
I mean,
vehicle
I play
with crew
it.
3.
Yeah.
You
But
don't care about
you don't care about
becoming a
the
creature.
vehicle part
No.
at all.
It's
You
a 2
want to
mana
get an
copy.
ETB or a static ability and just sit there and never be a creature.
Correct. Correct.
And hopefully he's playing
You'll steal that
Silver
Draenith
Spring.
with it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna release them. Any questions? Food time, jump in. Wait, Food, are you with us?
I am. Hello.
Are you on
Hey.
cam?
Hey, buddy.
No cam for you.
No cam, no.
Okay, no problemo. Let me put focus up.
The nice thing is too. Oh, so Force is the only way that these two decks are going to be able to deal with the Grafdigger's Cage, because the blue deck isn't going to worry about that. He'll let that. He won't counter that.
All right,
Yeah, I see cage hitting.
food time. Everybody in chat, wave at our OG mod. Food time hanging out now. Food time, say hey.
Ahoy, hoy. Hello.
Our first
Hello,
game
hello,
ended
hello.
on the first player's first turn.
Yeah, I listened to that in the car on my way back.
Got you. Absolutely brutal game 1, but Dino took down the 2022 season handily without even allowing the other 3 to play Magic the Gathering. That's the best way to win, right? Win before your opponents even get to play.
Arguably, you're having the best time if you were the only one playing Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah, Solitaire MTG. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna release them to get going. We're gonna turn them up. We're gonna run another Nightbot giveaway here as we start. Hashtag turn 1. Hashtag turn 1 is your giveaways. I'm gonna turn them up a little bit. I'm gonna turn the music down.
Swamp Pass. Is that all we got? It's a bit of a slower start.
Somebody called that in the chat. Eric Cullen called the Swamp Pass.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, that was what they had. We got to see if maybe Dino drew a turn 1 green card, remember? Because he's got Force of Vigor in his hand.
Dino's the one with Force. Okay.
Yep. Force of Vigor. And then we got Sin is sitting on the Force of Will, if I'm not mistaken. No. It's our 4th turn.
What
Well,
just
you know he wants that green card now.
No,
what,
excuse
what
me.
just got played?
Grafdigger's Cage.
Grafdiggers? Okay, is that an island that it played or no?
No, that's a
I think it's the blue-black Painland, baby.
underground river.
Oh, Underground River. Okay, cool. So definitely gonna see Brass Bird, right?
I would assume.
But we
Yeah.
know that Force of Will was up here. So Force
Yeah,
of Will is
Force-
sitting
There,
with
Force of Vigor sitting over there.
oh yeah.
Being that he mowed the 5, you imagine that Force Will isn't pitching anything.
Oh, he
until
goes
With
for carpet
early.
anyway. He goes for carpets
Interesting.
He
anyway.
went City of Brass and Carpet. He's playing the safer play against the rush play here. Carpet of Flowers says during your main phase you can add up to X mana of one color to your mana pool, where X is the number of islands target opponent controls. So we don't have an island on the battlefield yet. Our dual land here is just a land. There is no land type. And we got a snow-covered swamp sitting here, and we'll see what Bayrick plays.
That's tricky, man. Even if you're afraid of the bird dying, you at least have the Findhorn Elves. I would have put out something that was going to burn its mana. It's a summoning sickness, at least early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bayrick's fetching. Yeah, I think I would have gone Brassbird there too, but we'll ask Sin about it afterwards. Chat, hashtag turn 1 is going to enter you to win some Dragon Shields. Thank you to our sponsor of our Commander League, Dragon Shield. If you want to play in a proxy-friendly league, 1 game per week, prizes at the end of every month, including $40 TCG player gift cards, custom sleeves from Dragon Shield, and badges for our Discord, because I know that's all you want anyway. Go hop onto our Patreon. Any level is going to gain you access to the league and Foil Quest, and you get a signed card from me and Jake. A whole bunch of perks over there. Link is at the top of chat if you want to go check it out.
So it looks like he got.
And I am going to do a little update on badges, 2023 update on those.
Bayrick fetched up the Hallowed Fountain.
So that will turn carpet on.
That's an island.
Okay, so Sinborn is actually keeping me up to date. Sinborn drew Macias. in our third position here. So we've got a combo piece in hand for Sin.
Nice.
Bayrick staying open as we assumed that Bayrick would. Playing fetch
Another
into shock,
Howler.
staying open with miscast.
Once somebody has one island out, the other player is free to at least play an island.
Yep.
Dino went Phyrexian Tower pass, and now we've got Esper Sentinel
Oh,
That's a good one.
out of our
that is a
Tivit
good
player.
one.
It might actually pay off that he played the Carpet of Flowers early, because now he can play the bird or the elf and not have to worry about paying for it.
Exactly. Now we've got
Sure.
Island
won't get
on the
taxed.
battlefield after the carpet hit.
Well, yeah, I mean, as Jank said, since Carpet is a target opponent, both having one doesn't
Sure.
make a difference.
I'm surprised Barrick didn't hold up the fetch till after.
What is he tapping to play the Soul Ring?
He's using his carpet mana.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
Carpet mana to play the Soul Ring. We're tapping the stadium.
Is it every or just the first? Yeah, just the first.
I assume that's to play the
Tapping the
wand.
brass.
Four. Tapping 4.
Yeah, I'll take a damage to cast.
Dracula's Tomb is
Sylvan
it's
Library.
Phyrexian Tower. Okay.
Yeah, the other two was to pay, or well, one of them was to pay for the Esper Sentinel head soon.
Yeah, Phyrexian Tower is
Oh, yeah.
secret layered. Dracula's Tomb is secret layer Phyrexian Tower.
Okay.
We're definitely going to have a game here. There are a lot of moving pieces in this one. We have a
I watched it, Bob.
miscast that's going to be in play. We have a Force of Will that's going to be in play.
Force
Yeah,
of
at least we
Vigor.
know we have interaction going on right now.
Oh, yeah. people
Sidborn just burned a mana he didn't need to, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he just let the Soul Ring colorless pit fall
Oh, no. He paid for Esper Sentinel.
with one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, he had one left over.
Oh, I see.
Bob,
Yeah,
I
he
saw
had to
some
float it.
people talking about that. I mean, one ring makes sense, and I really do love. That is a good call. That is a good call.
Godless Shrine
Call
Shock.
that? That's solid. God, the
I
shrine.
love that they did that.
Shocked in.
I think
yeah.
that's the best use of a serialized. I mean, I can't
Oh,
even wait to see.
100%.
It might be the most expensive TCG card ever. There will
This is
effectively
gonna-
be less
Well,
of
the
it
thing
than
is
even
like-
like a Honus Wagner.
I can't see what Bayrick played here. Is this the Dranith? Correct.
Yeah. Dranith Magistrate.
All right,
Yeah.
so Dranith has hit the battlefield. That means that Bayrick is not going to be untapped with miscast any longer, but we still do have the Force of Will up here and the Force of Vigor over here.
I think that was the right time to do that.
EOT Vamp Tutor out of Dino. Gonna go get something sweet and put it on top.
Yeah, getting Dranith out as early as possible is good.
Sin on this turn drew that underground stadium that he ended up playing.
What would you tutor with the Vamp Tutor right now? If you were in this position?
Probably something to end the. I mean, maybe a board wipe. Get the
Or
Esper
might-
Sentinel
Mana
and the
fixing.
Dranith.
He only had black and colorless going when he was
Or
opening
he
hand,
gets-
I think. So.
Or he gets a pitchable green card so he can force at the end of Bayrick's turn, get rid of Sentinel, Graph Digger's Cage, or Sylvan
Or
Library,
Sylvan
Graph
Library.
Digger.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so Dino did start the game with Vigor, Animate Dead, Zulaport Cutthroat, Dracula's Tomb, Crystal Vein, and Snow Covered Swamp. So we don't have any green to pitch to force, and we only started with the 2 mana here. So
Yeah, you gotta get some non-black mana.
Card on top. Lose 2. Untap. Draw.
off to Dino's actual turn.
I'm gonna play Cabal Pit, land for turn. And I'm gonna cast Zulaport Cutthroat.
Cabal Pit is add black, deals a damage, and then Threshold, you can pay a black, tap it, sack it. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Surely that's not what he vamp tutored, right?
No.
I can't imagine so.
Let me see
Is
if he's watching
Threshold
this.
too powerful
I mean,
to bring back?
No.
No, not at all.
I would love to see Threshold come
As
back.
long as the abilities you put on it aren't crazy.
Buzz, feel free to hop into the mod room if you'd like.
All right, I'm just going to shock in the Godless Shrine.
Godless Shrine shocked in for
How,
Josh up in the top right, second position.
The Esper decks are following each other on lands right now.
Yeah, they are. Shocking it up. Come on and shock it up.
Even with $1,000, I don't think True Duels made any of these budgets.
No. You're talking about 500 to half your budget for one.
Yeah.
They're good, but they don't make that much of a difference for that.
Oh, he played the Zulaport out too. All right.
Yeah,
Combos
Zulaport Cutthroat hit the battlefield on Dino's side. Esper Sentinel pushing in against Sinborn over there, sitting with a Sylvan Library, not blocking creatures.
I mean, I'd assume he's just going to draw them all.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, with that much life, you draw them all.
Well, not only that, but he's got a ton of mana available to him.
Yeah. Yeah, he drew them all.
Take 8, feel great.
Bayrick.
Is there a way for me to actually mute Spell Table? I don't think I need to hear them.
Right click on the tab up at the top, and then your 8th option is mute site.
Got it. Thank you.
That's what I had done for all the times that I stream Spell Table, and we just talk in Discord, and people forget to turn off their mic, and it screws up the stream. But it actually threw me off on this stream because I was like, well.
But it actually.
Now we can't hear
it's here.
So I was like, well. It actually.
Oh, let's turn your radio down.
Yeah, I'm echoing off somebody.
Actually.
It's Buzz, yeah.
Oh, Buzz got a jacket on too. Looking good, sir.
Hello.
Buzz, welcome. Everybody wave at Buzz Fuzz, resident judge for the league. Buzz, give him a wave. Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you. Hope D&D was good.
It was fun. We got to like the final boss type of thing, and we're like, okay, we're gonna resolve this next time.
Nice. All right, so Sin
like
goes. Sin is popping off right now. We got Fenhorn Elves. We got Birds of Paradise. We dropped a Swamp for turn.
Down.
Lotus Petal on the battlefield.
Ooh, that is a lot of setup.
There's a Dranith Magistrate. That's never good.
Oh yeah.
Matters.
So far, first position, Dino started off with a low colors hand. Played Zulaport Cutthroat. Vampiric tutored for something. I've asked what he tutored for. Oh, okay. So Dino, Vampiric tutored for Culling Ritual.
Yep.
So he's going to get his green mana that way.
Yeah, I see.
Well, you need a green mana to start it, don't you?
Chat, Culling Ritual is destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Add a black or a green for each permanent destroyed this way.
That's big. Wow. 1, 2.
It'll clean up for sure.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana.
Oh, it clears a lot of the board.
Yeah, I mean you can sack Lotus Petal in response.
There comes the Rhystic Study. Unfortunately, the Rhystic Study does not get hit by Culling Ritual.
It's one too late.
Well, we said if we got to it, it would be impactful. So let's see what it does.
It's about to.
It's about to
draw some cards.
Draw some cards.
Hang on, I think we have a response.
Oh, we have a response.
Counterspell.
Straight up counterspell on the Rhystic Study.
They say no.
Gotta love the classics.
Chat, just behind the
Dino's
curtain.
got to be feeling good about that with the Culling Writ.
I asked Dino, where are you going to get green mana from? And Dino said, not sure at the moment, but it could also feed the Force of Vigor if needed.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Kind of went 2 roads here.
He's going to top deck some green.
Yeah, I mean, it's either like, it's like, go get that, top deck green, or you're good on Force to push whatever you need through.
I think that's a solid play instead of tutoring Bob. We know the game's going long, right?
Sin,
might as well.
Sin is sitting on footsteps of Goryo in his hand. We'll recognize that.
And these decks have what, 29 land counts each?
29 land counts each.
Top decking, that's going to be rough, but
this is really funny. This is from MTG Gaming Bob in chat. Says, FYI, now you guys know why I don't go to my playgroup often. Both Sinborn and Dino are in my playgroup.
Ouch.
You got some
is this turn like 3? Is this turn 3 or 4 something?
Turn 4. We just hit our 4th mana up here.
Yeah,
I joined in pretty early then.
Cutthroat into the red zone.
Oh, we are through game 1.
Oh,
Dino. Game 1.
Dino won the game on turn 1 before the other 3 players even played a card.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He pulled off
with a
Protean Hulk
one-hand
combo.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty saucy.
top deck of his life right there.
Whoever took I would love to see the over under on who thought it, or like what those payouts would have been on the turn 1
Turn 1 Vic.
Win.
Yeah, absolutely nuts. He Faithless Looting, got Protean Hulk in the battle in the graveyard. Dark Ridded into Footsteps of Goryo, Protean Hulk on the battlefield, Vic.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And he had the top deck Simian Spirit Guide to start it all off. So
Yeah. So if you had, geez, bet on it after seeing the opening hand, you know that it can't happen. But you're like, well, they could top deck a Simian. That was just nuts.
Well, just going off of commanders, my bets would have been either Dino or Kusa would have won.
Yeah, I put bets
That
on
was our bets,
Henzi, but the start hand was not super strong. But I didn't, I forgot to count the 8th card in his hand.
Like, in my mind, Dina is like a strong pick, but if you don't get your infinite, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah, I mean, Henzi is just slightly better, not because the commander's better. I like Dina having the combo piece in the command zone is great. Having access to red is really strong.
Yeah, but the thing, Dina is against 2 other blue players, so they'll guaranteed keep a counter spell for anything that becomes infinite.
Chat, make sure to type in hashtag turn1 as soon as I catch us up on the game here. I'm going to run this giveaway. I'm going to go grab some Dragon Shields off the shelf behind me. So Dino played an emergence zone, so he can give some stuff flash if he chooses. But no green mana still. But we know he's sitting on Force of Vigor with a pitchable card. Swung in with the Zulaport Cutthroat, passed over to Kusa here, playing Tivit. Saw another shot come down, I'm pretty sure. We got a graveyard over here in 4 mana, I believe.
Only Barrick seems really pinched mana wise.
Mm-hmm.
For 29.
Every time I look down there, I think he has 0 because I'm not.
Oh yeah, lands in front down here.
Yeah.
Technically,
It's
not allowed
unique.
anymore in competitive play.
Play a trap card?
We'll have to dock him for that.
I think so.
Well, if it passes to Sin, Sin's got enough mana to do whatever he wants, but we know that there's a Force of Will in hand of Tivit up there.
Yeah, and he gets to
all...
look an extra 2 cards deeper.
Did we just pass turn? Oh no, Tivit's still thinking about what they want to do here. Okay, yeah, I thought we had Marsh Flatsed into a card and passed with 4 open on the blue black white deck. I was gonna be like, oh Jesus, that's a fucking sign.
Yeah, I'm gonna force you, and I'm gonna pay for it.
That dude just hardcast Force of Will. Ooh, Praetor's Grasp. Here we go, baby.
Hey.
Who's it targeting?
One of Jake's favorite cards.
Well,
That's got to be annoying to do on Smith
I gotta
table.
say, there are certain cards I don't play online, and that sure
that's
is one of them.
Yeah. Showing your somebody on camera is annoying.
I left that out of my upgrade of my Anawan deck for that exact reason.
Dina's going to untap with 10 mana next turn.
10 mana, and I don't know how many cards in hand, but Sylvan.
But at least 3 off the top.
I mean,
Right,
this pretty
at
much
least 3.
always grabs a combo piece, right? I mean, either for yourself or to stop somebody from using one.
Right. I mean,
This
honestly,
is-
you could just, with full information, look at Dino, go get Protean Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But,
Right.
I mean, we also know that Dino also won, so you got to think a little bit of that, like political
Right. Yeah, I'm
psychology
not
is
worried
playing
about
into
him.
this.
Yeah. I mean, he could get Sinborn's Protean Hulk. He's the one that's got the board state to do something with it.
Has he
sure.
chosen a target yet?
No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like they're debating. I
Hang on
don't see
just a
anybody
second.
holding their deck.
I'm going to turn them up. Hang on just a second.
You have in here.
I figured you
We'll
were
go
select
ahead and
me.
listen to
I
them
was- I figured you just select
discussing
me,
this
go
as well.
Protean
This
Hulk, and I
seems.
quit the game. Although I have,
They
I have
have
all the
checklists. They should have
Pretty sure
Right, I
that's
hear
like-
laughter. That sounds like a good sign.
What Cusa's
But you
doing
can't.
is looking through the Moxfield lists right now.
But then they have to reveal
Oh.
what's in their hand. If he says this, then they. Well, I guess you know it's in their hand, not in their deck.
I do like it simply being a Moxfield list. That protects the information.
Stealing my cards. I don't want to play anymore. Got him. If you concede it fizzles, dude. Let's go.
What a good card. What wicked art on it too.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you can
But he would have to.
I don't know.
He would have to like name the card.
Alright.
If he's looking
Hang
to the
on, hang on, hang
Moxfield
on.
deck, he would have to name the card privately to him, as his opponents could figure out whether he's got it in his hand or not.
Hang on a second.
That's true.
If I have
He could do that, though.
access to your deck, if I have access to search
They could just DM each other.
I get to
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
well,
there's
I just wouldn't want him calling it out publicly. I mean, I guess he could tell him what's in his deck anyway. So
hang on a
free
second. He's
information
trying
for
to
you
he's trying to
distribute.
tell us. He's trying to tell us. Hang on.
It does not work the same unless there's Oracle text that change that. You just search their library. You only get to see their hand on like Op Agent and stuff like that. That says you can look at their hand.
It's up
I
for
can't
you.
hear
You can
anything.
deduce what he
Okay.
has based on what
But
he
you're
has on
not
the field.
controlling me. So
Okay.
the key with
Right,
is you're not-
but that's,
You have to be
but that's
watching
point
into the
is, like,
stream. It's muted in here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. They're
Me and-
talking about
Me and chat can
the,
hear it
the
right
problem with the Moxfield list is you do get to see cards that are in the hand.
now. Hmm.
Yeah. So
Judge?
whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
But theoretically, if you can, I mean, yeah, I guess because
Hang
you
on.
theoretically couldn't look at Moxfield during the game anyway, unless you're specifically using it for this function.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, my whole
my
library.
searching is
Yeah, the problem is like, say they have one of the most important cards in their hand, like the Protean Hulk.
Right, and he
in
says, "I'm going to
theory-
pull your Protean Hulk," and he's like, "Well, it's not in my deck."
But he would
Right,
know.
it's
But he
revealed
knows
in
The
when
only
it
other place it would be is the
exists,
hand.
right? Like he knows it exists because it's an open deck list.
well, okay. So
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of a problem, but it's not that big of a problem.
Yeah, if the deck lists are available to the
They
look
are.
at each other's deck list anytime, then that's fine.
I mean, during Praetor Scraps, as long as it's not technically slow play, he can make a note of every single card in the deck, compare it to the deck list, and say, "All right, those 4 cards aren't there." I would call it judge. Don't do that, but
I mean, I'd say
if you're not.
Barrick's hands are very emoting right
Judge,
now.
how do we handle
Yeah.
Praetor's Grasp on spell table?
Right, but he couldn't look through it and write.
I mean, I don't think there's any other way other than just trying to make a pick and then.
You also don't have access to the player's deck list.
I guess it would just be a fail to find, and then you get revealed information, but you fail to find if it's in their hand, because then there's
No,
like it's not in my deck.
No, 'cause
That nerfs that card a lot
Yeah.
yeah.
That's me and Spenborn's issue.
because he could potentially get something he can actually use.
I would say it's just choose any number of cards until he could exile it, because you're not naming a card. You're looking through their library.
yeah.
So he could potentially find out his whole hand,
Hold on a minute. Let me look
which
through your
is
deck list real quick.
I
black.
think for time, just look at the.
Yeah, because the Moxfield lists are available to everybody anyway. It's not like he does. It's not like he couldn't find out what was in his deck.
Yeah.
If the decks were private information going into the game, then that would be different.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna mute y'all for a second and turn them up and see what I can figure out here.
I mean, you know, Marsh Flats, Flooded Strand, and Rhystic Study are in my graveyard, so you're not going to try those. Or Mana Trend Stave, all that shit.
yeah. So I'm just waiting for. Joel said he was going to get a ruling, right?
An
Yeah,
interesting,
Yeah.
an interesting thing about that is that, so in a real game,
Right,
You
I
would,
would-
you wouldn't know what card was taken. Logan wouldn't know what card was
Yeah.
taken. However, he legally can actually search through his deck before he shuffles and and see what card was taken. It's
Right.
so fucking-
Yeah,
Like,
right.
look,
I mean,
Basically, look for what he said he's taking. You know, he takes something
right,
and
but
look
but
and be
but
like,
again,
oh,
but
he
again,
took my force
right,
of
but
will.
again, like according to the rules, you're not supposed to know what I take.
Yeah.
So like that's right.
So Joel, the question is, with Praetor's Grasp, does Cusa know his hand or not? So in
Yeah.
what we're saying is in theory he could look through Logan's entire deck and know what cards aren't in the deck and aren't on the battlefield and aren't in the graveyard based on the deck list and know what cards are in the hand. The card doesn't say that specifically.
Neither
with
does Op Agent.
derived information we have, he could technically build it. You know, he can actually guess
Yeah.
what is in his hand. But in a real situation,
Yeah, the problem is
how
spell
we're
table,
playing
not
is
the
yeah,
card.
how
or
we're playing
Yeah.
definitely makes it
Right, because I'm already like giving up the fact that you're gonna know what card I'm taking, right? When technically, right, you shouldn't.
sure.
Okay, so
It's
I'm
definitely
gonna
a
say
weird one.
CUSA DM
Well,
Bayrick.
he could know. He could know. He could search through his library and see
Right.
what was taken.
Okay, so obviously we shouldn't do this, but the right thing to do.
So Joel's saying what we
would
were talking
be-
about, where he
Yeah, do
picks a
exactly.
card. If it's not in his hand, then you get it. Otherwise, you know it's in his hand.
I mean,
Um,
again, I've played
the-
Predator's Grasp on other servers, and like again,
Wow.
just because I'm not going to be able to thumb through the entire deck. It's
Right.
Okay.
that's, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
I,
it's funny because
Logan, I know you have a certain style. That's fine.
No, I mean,
it's funny because
Yeah.
the right thing to do would be for Sin, Logan, and myself to like close our eyes while Logan goes through the deck one by one, face up, until you say
Right.
stop.
So the simple thing is for him to send me
His
his
eyes
hand,
closed. Logan has to
and
close
then-
his
yeah.
eyes too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're not.
right.
There's
I
no
would
way
just,
we should do
I would
that.
just do this.
Yeah. Right.
Do you find what you want yet? Here, let's actually put these back on top of my deck in the right order. Not that it matters because you're searching it.
Yeah.
So, right, I mean, I don't really
All right. So
care.
Joel's making the ruling that Cusa
Okay, that's
send
fine.
him a message.
All right, so here's what we're
And then
doing.
me.
I'm pulling them down again. I'm pushing y'all back up. All right, so here's what we're doing. I said, okay, it's weird, obviously, right? Because it's spell table. We also play open deck lists, and so if we wanted to, because of all the circumstances, Cusa could go through the list, look at the whole deck, discern what's in his hand, and gather perfect information, right? And so we got that piece on Cusa's side. With Bayrick, what we're going to do is just Cusa's going to DM Bayrick what card, because we've got the deck list. Bayrick's going to pull it out or confirm it's in his hand, and Cusa's going to pick another card.
Yeah, cool. So he's targeting the other Esper player.
Right.
So it doesn't look like he's trying to shut
I
down
was like-
the Protean Hulk decks.
I was like,
You know,
Well, maybe he's trying to get double whammy and actually take something from Barrick that he can
Exactly.
actually use.
Yeah, correct.
Exactly.
Slow Bayrick down and up his game.
so
Yeah, I mean that's the way
potentially
to
looking
go.
for Labman
Woo!
or Demonic.
This is why I do not run Praetor's Grasp in Spell Table League.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah, I just
discussing that
remember.
while you were
Yeah, we
sorting all
need
that
to put
out.
that on our
Yeah.
very short ban list.
I
Any-
wrote down a video idea how to play the best commander cards that are the worst to play on Spell Table.
Yeah, actually, I
Offer-
mean, here are our
Offer
solutions.
suggestions for like cards that are like Praetor's Grasp that are
Right.
just a pain in the ass.
I think there's like a silly little thieving it's like some Demir rogue that exiles cards face down. You can
Well, you
play
need
them.
like cards like Knowledge Pool, where like everybody gets in on it and everybody's playing with everybody else's cards. All those chaos cards are terrible.
Yeah.
Thieving Amalgam. Ugh. Thieving Amalgam is pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may have to make some rulings on those.
Yeah, that's actually it's the first time we've run into anything like that. Looks like the turn passed though, so we're going to Dina's turn now.
All
Bob
right.
says Turgrid is horrible. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah, Turgrid is the worst. I mean,
In
people
general.
don't like it in paper
Something.
either.
I like pulled one and I'm like, ugh, I don't
Yeah.
want it. And I pulled it in foil. I'm like, ugh, I really don't want you.
So Sin with just unlimited mana.
Mindslaver.
He's
And
just gonna
what
add a
one?
little bit more, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
Carpet's
why are
giving
you
him
invest so much on
4
the-
mana.
I mean, that culling
mana.
ritual is going to absolutely.
I think he's getting at least 2.
Need a forest.
Fucking Joel in a suit and wearing Crocs.
They're Croc flip flops. Get it fucking right, and I'm in jeans.
Flops.
All right, I need a beer while this happens.
These are my Croc flops. I'm rolling this giveaway. David LeBlanc. David
Flip
LeBlanc,
Crocs.
didn't you just win some? David LeBlanc, congratulations. Dragon Shield winner. Mint Classic is what we're sending your way. Little
Congrats,
Mint
David.
Classic. David LeBlanc. I think I'm going to have to unbox one already boxed for you and put this one in one pack. You won the Dragon Shield giveaway for hashtag. What was it? Turn 1.
My secret goal is to just kill myself with Sylvan Library.
Going to buy a scratch ticket.
I mean, you're doing a good job
Perfect.
so far.
Yep. Go for one of the $20 ones. Not
Ask
financial
chat
advice.
for lotto numbers.
Let's get going.
All right, so I believe Sin is still resolving the Sylvan Library.
I really love TPG.
He played a Llanowar Elf. I think he's already in main phase.
Sour Weasel, you're welcome to enter every giveaway we do. It doesn't matter if you win multiples. It happens.
Oh, for sure.
Did the Praetor's Grasp thing finish? Did they resolve it?
Yes,
Yeah,
Praetor's Grasp resolved.
Do we know what they ended up with?
I'm finding out right now.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, 3 cards, infinity mana. Can't play Dina. Oh, passes the turn.
Wow.
Yeah, that Dranith Magistrate is doing its work.
Oh yeah.
All right, so the Praetor's Grasp knowledge pool.
I was just talking about how terrible that card is in this format.
What a call.
When it ETBs, each player exiles the top 3 cards of their library. Whenever a player casts a spell from their hand, that player exiles it. If the player does, they can cast a spell from among other cards exiled with knowledge pool without paying their mana cost.
Oh, that's gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare. Hopefully he pulled it out just so he will ever play it. Hopefully he just sits in exile for the rest of the game.
Love that.
He's only got the 4 mana right now.
Dino just top decked Elvish Spirit Guide. I think we're about to see Culling Writ.
I think we're about to see Force of Will.
Well, the Force of Will is sitting over Esper Sentinel and Grafdigger's Cage. Is that enough to not?
I think I'd rather watch D blown up.
Right, like Sinborn's board here is insane, and it's gonna kill their own.
Yeah,
it's gonna kill their own Zulaport.
But Grafdigger's Cage shuts down Sinborn anyway. Like, Tivit is still making moves right now. Dranith isn't stopping him just yet, right?
That is true.
Like, if you let Culling Ritual go off, like, that's a lot of mana open for the Hensi deck to start making moves.
Yeah.
Well, I think that it's kind of funny. They're talking about Culling Ritual.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I think that everybody's playing timid right now because Dino drew a card past. Cusa just drew a card past.
So what is this Grafdigger's Cage say?
And now we're on Sin's turn. We're in the 3rd position here.
And he drew 3 cards.
Drew 3 cards off Sylvan.
Okay, that's fine.
Putting some back.
Main phase, mana.
Well, it's because I don't think they could advance their board state without their commander, I guess.
We'll go black.
Yeah, without commanders and with the Grafdigger's Cage, neither of the green decks
through
can
Dranith, playing through Grafdiggers right now is an issue.
Yeah.
So after you name it in, ideal of saving a little time, I'm going to correct Misty Rainforest.
Sure. I would like to cast a Final Parting.
What is
Final
that?
Parting just got cast. For what it's worth, Bayrick just did the move that you suggested, Jenk, I think, of waiting to crack the Misty until Carpet of Flowers had already targeted somebody. Nice little play there. So right now, Sin is playing Final Parting, searching for 2 cards from their library, 1 into hand, 1 into graveyard.
I mean, this is gonna go get the combo going,
Yep.
so we gotta see what happens.
And there's plenty of mana here.
But he can't get it out.
Just massive.
Yeah, if you can't get rid of the cage, then your commander and your graveyard don't matter.
Dino passed.
that's
I forgot
right.
about the emergence zone. Dino can Culling Ritual at instant speed.
That's a good point.
I don't think he has enough mana for it.
But he doesn't have green mana.
Elvish Spirit Guide is in his hand, so he can
Yeah,
float the green.
He can with the god.
Yeah.
Float the green. 2 of those lands, one of them being emergence zone, makes it flash, and then the other 3 mana sitting there.
Plus, the Crystal Vein can tap for 2, and the Phyrexian Tower can sack the dude if he needed to. So he's got a ton of mana there if
And
he needs it.
he's gonna kill his own.
Yeah, so you might as well eat it.
Right, might as well eat it with the Phyrexian Tower to cast.
Yeah, I think we got a game, boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Shit's
I
about to hit
think
the
that
fan.
this is going to be it.
Look at Sin's life, by the way, down to 13 from that Sylvan library, just keeping every freaking card he's drawn.
Well, with that much mana, I mean, you might as well dig.
Seriously.
Because you can play everything.
That's CEDH's finest, man. You just fucking drain your life and
Oh,
hope
yeah.
for the best.
Oh yeah.
Now, question: do you counter the final parting if you have the counter, right? You don't wait to see what gets countered and then counter what they try to play.
I would counter what they try to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would wait.
Also, I
You would
wouldn't
wait.
worry about it too much because you're going to want to counter what they put in their hand because that's coming after Graph Digger's Cave, probably.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't ever counter the tutor. You counter what they tutor for.
Don't counter. Only in the mirror match
right,
of like
I know that. I was
would
just
you counter the draw
because
spell
it's
too.
final parting and one of them goes to the yard as well. I was wondering
It would
if
be
it's worth it.
There's
it would be
Protean.
decent, but because of the Graph Digger's Cage, I think that says, hey, I'm not worried
Oh,
about
okay.
this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them's Protean Hulk.
Yeah, where did that go?
Dun, dun,
Into the
dun.
graveyard. Who knew?
Search your library for 2 cards, put 1 into your hand, the other card into your
Evan says CEDH is like playing post-boarded Eternal formats. People just try to do their decks thing while sometimes playing through hate pieces that are pre-boarded.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
now, how does Henzi want to fire off the Culling Ritual? Get rid of the Graph Digger's Cage? He knows that Sin has a combo piece ready to roll.
You probably want to hope that Sin passes here and you do it at the end of Sin's turn so you can grab Elves, Bird, Soul Ring, and Petal when they can't be used.
Wait, but we still haven't seen the Force, right? Isn't there a Force in...
Force is still in Q's hand. Top.
We have
Yep.
both forces. We have
Yeah.
Force of Vigor in Toolbox, and we've got Force of Will up in Kuz's hand.
Yeah, so
Yep.
there's a big stack waiting to happen. We just hit
Oh
C.
yeah. Miscast is sitting down here.
Miscast. Yep.
Yeah, there's just...
Got a huge stack fight ready for it.
yeah.
Sinborn tutored Abrupt Decay into hand. So looking at that Graph Digger's Cage going, I need that shit gone.
Yep. See?
Yeah, and that's probably what he's going to force a will out.
Is
can't.
Animate Dead in hand for the...
Can't force
Abrupt
them
Decay
to
can't be
Abrupt Decay.
countered.
Right now, if I'm Dino, I'm really weighing if I want to call here because Protean is set up. I'm hoping that I got a way to exile a graveyard, maybe. Take Sin out of this game.
That's true.
I mean, he might be going for it right now.
I wouldn't use Culling Ritual right now because that'll give him access to Protean Hulk.
Yeah, but it looks like Abrupt may be coming out.
Yeah, tap a black, tap a green.
Yeah, make him waste resources trying to get rid of it.
Nope, Cabal Therapy.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm clicking on it on the chat like I can do something.
Did he target Kusa?
Name a non-land card. Target player reveals their hand and discards all card with that name.
Who did he
Oh,
target?
what did he
Hang
name? Yeah, who did he target? What did
Turning
he
y'all
name?
down.
I am going to play. Pay 1 white.
Are we going to see
cast
Are we going to
silence.
see the miscast here? Oh,
we
no.
do silence.
Silence. Holy
Silence.
That's-
Wow.
That was
will
a
pay
good
the-
draw.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Interesting. Wow.
Okay.
No
So
combos for you to this turn.
so silence
Yeah,
is on top
nothing
of the
else at
stack
all, in
over the
You're done.
ritual.
Yeah, priority.
Therapy, sorry.
I think this sticks. I
Priority
don't think
passes.
Kuza has any reason to counter this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the way silence work is that it's going to counter that Cabal Therapy, essentially, right?
No.
Nope.
No, that
No.
still resolves.
Yeah, so this
Okay.
works out great for Barrick. That
Gotcha.
card gets gone, and no one can combo.
I will.
As long as he's not being the target.
Here it goes. Dino, Dino's going for the Cull Ritual.
Oh, he's gonna fire the Cull Ritual.
All right, so we're going to see the Force. We're going to see the miscast.
Right, everything's happening right now because the Culling Ritual is going to give him mana. He's going to want to use it. He's not going to want to waste it, so he's probably going to force a Vigor as well.
Yeah, so opponents can't cast spells, meaning everyone's gonna cast spells right now.
Yeah.
This Ristic stuff is about to light up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2, 3, and then I'll
Ristic said he got
exile
countered.
Spirit Guide from
Mhm.
my hand.
Then it's not doing anything.
Culling Ritual.
There's the Ova Spirit Guide. There goes the Culling Ritual.
All right.
Yeah.
I will lose 1 life and pay.
Yeah,
All right, here comes the stack.
Here we go, chat. It's stack time.
Yeah, there's no way that they're going to want to give up the cage.
So does Kusa
like-
counter it knowing that the Abrupt Decay is going to kill the Graph Digger's Cage no matter what?
This would be when I would use Force of Will.
Each non-land
And-
permanent
Yeah.
Yeah.
mana
Like,
value.
do you,
Do
you
they
know
pitch
you know
miscast?
you know Abrupt
Or no,
Decay is
this
there
is
though.
bottom left, right?
Yeah, I mean, what is he protecting besides the Esper Sentinel at this point?
So right now the stack is Cabal Therapy. On top of that is Silence. On top of that is Culling Ritual, and they're all identifying what would get destroyed.
4, 5,
Man, I almost
If
think
I'm Kusa, I don't know if I counter it.
yeah, I think I let this go knowing that Abrupt Decay is in hand.
Because it gets rid of the Magistrate, it's going to wipe out TPG.
But do they know he has an Abrupt
Yeah.
Decay in his hand? I don't think they do.
Right.
No.
Oh, that's true.
It's not a revealed.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not
not
revealed.
revealed.
They don't. Oh, they don't know that. Okay.
And then
We know.
This is a tough spot for Kusa to be in right now.
Let's
Yeah.
listen in real
so a
quick.
total of and then your board. What do you have on your board? Do you know?
Nothing. The only thing I had was the Cutthroat, which I
Okay.
sacked.
All right. Okay. So you're gonna get 10.
He's counting.
mana from
Kusa
the
wants to
Culling
clarify how
Ritual
much
with the
mana
back
Dino's
end.
going to get if he lets this resolve.
That's
Yeah, I can live with that.
It's
It's a lot.
no.
I mean, it's just so much. It's definitely worth countering.
Looks like 9 or 10, depending on if
Yeah,
that.
I'm good.
No, it's like 13 or.
There it goes. Kusa said resolves.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, okay, no. Well,
no,
the
no,
priority
I
passes
passed.
to 10.
I
yeah.
passed.
Float a
Yes.
black.
Interesting.
Yeah, he just passed
green,
priority.
And another black.
Sin's burning all his mana
Yeah,
to do
Sin's
something.
burning
Well,
mana.
unless
I think
mana
he's
that
just
also-
getting
No.
rid of the Lotus Petal to
if you're
minus
stacking
1 mana
something in
off the.
response, it's still,
We tapped the bird and
I
the
believe,
elves
still-
as
Oh,
well.
He's just floating.
Yeah.
Because
You
it
could
hasn't
also use the
resolved.
Forcing Tower
Right.
to get rid of them.
Yeah, it hasn't resolved.
Well, plus, I mean, if he's going to float them in, he's got to use it because the silence is going to crack him pretty soon. So.
Yeah.
I'll also use Phyrex. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, I think it matters.
So what's he?
Yeah,
count
fuck it,
off
whatever.
this?
I'll use
And use
Phyrexian,
Phyrexian Tower, sack the elves.
Finhorn Elves for 2
So
more
he's
black.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floating.
So that will only be 5 from me.
Yes.
I
and then,
think so, yeah.
6 because
Okay.
of the Lotus Petal, I think.
All right. So that's 8.
There really aren't even going to be any Abrupt Decay targets after this resolves.
Yeah, I think Logan priority's
No.
on you right now.
Mhm.
Well, we don't know because
8 mana.
Dino could
What's
still
he gonna
cast a
do
bunch of
with
things in
8
Flash.
mana?
Well, that's true.
So
Ooh,
he
what
has
indeed.
a lot of mana.
Everything he can
to
do right now is
mess
at
around
Flash, so it could easily be Protean Hulk sack. It could be a shooter. for
Sin's
something.
talking through all the things that Dino
Yeah.
can do.
I'm gonna go
Dino
ahead
can
and
do
pay
with
1 blue,
10
and
or
I'm
12
gonna
mana at
miscast
instant speed.
That.
Oh, a brainstorm?
No, Bayrick
I
just
passed priority.
miscast the Culling Ritual.
On the
Oh.
miscast.
Does he not have
After
a pile of extra
after
mana?
Sin sacked his Lotus Petal and the
Right.
elf.
Hold on.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. You know, in the world of priority.
Oh, it's
Yep.
true.
All right, so Kusa's trying to decide now. Priority's back on Kusa.
Silence still on the stack? Yeah, Silence still on the stack. Cabal Therapy still on the stack.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Right now, our stack is Cabal Therapy, Silence,
Alright,
Culling Ritual.
Is countered.
Countered.
Elvish Spirit Guide goes.
So Dino did not have the 3 mana to
So
pay.
there you
correct?
go. Nope, he did not.
Now
So
it
Culling
resolves,
Ritual was
yeah.
was
Silence.
countered by the miscast.
Triggers. It goes off.
Okay.
and then-
Which leaves
Wow.
Kusa in a good
Silence
spot. He gets,
resolves.
So
Oh, here we go.
In response to
That
silence.
all
Yeah.
worked out for Kusa.
yeah, I mean, he's going to lose a card here, depending on what gets named. But overall,
Yeah, I mean, everybody else kind of lost out on that.
yeah, he still has, well, depending on it, unless Force of Will gets named, right? He's
Miscast because he was missing 1 more mana.
No, he was out of mana.
different player.
Yeah, because I
different
don't want
player.
to give you the free
Oh, okay.
sack outlet. I'm going to force of negation
Oof.
the Cabal.
Oh,
Oh,
geez,
he's
we
gonna-
didn't even
he's
know
gonna-
about that
Wow,
card, did we?
force
He's-
no.
He's gonna
Force a
hard
negation
counter.
on the Cabal Therapy
Well, this is the sack
to
outlet.
protect their
It says
hand.
Flashback sack.
Yeah. Now
So
what if
here's
you're
our-
Right,
And
but now
still
it's
holding the force
Why is it
with
exiled?
the
Because
Just
force
force
of
the
of
negation.
vehicle.
So
Is that what that card
question.
does?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Force a negation.
Wait,
Okay,
Silence
so
Alright.
here's what's
I mean, he
happening.
wouldn't.
Sin
yeah,
wanted
I
Cabal
guess
Therapy
it's-
as a
yeah.
sack outlet because the
Alright,
flashback is sack a creature.
All right, so I
Well,
Force a negation says
So you can't cast any more
It
spells.
exiles the spell.
Well, I
Yeah.
still could.
Force a negation says exile that instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard.
Alright,
Yeah.
untap. No
That's
upkeep
great.
trigger and
Nice.
a draw.
Silence
wild.
pops and we move on. Jeez, what a stack. That was insane.
Well, that was good. Now,
Right,
question,
yeah.
do we have to
If you
name?
wanted it, you got it.
Can you pull up Cabal Therapy
Yeah,
real fast?
absolutely.
But didn't silence result?
It's a name a non-land card.
Do you
Target
have-
player reveals his or her hand and discards all cards with that name, and it has
So-
flashback sack a creature.
So he never even named a card because we never got to that.
Correct.
never-
They don't need
right.
it until it resolves.
Right.
Yeah.
Cusa
Cool.
force a negation to just to
That's good.
exile
Oh
from the
wow!
graveyard.
Wasn't even
Wow.
punished. We're on Cusa's turn now.
No, we're back to
It shouldn't be his turn.
Yeah, it
Why
should
is
be
he-
going into Barrack's turn.
What?
no. I
no,
think
I know, but why is he untapped?
I still have a board.
He
no.
probably.
Barrick drew past. Dino drew past.
Oh,
Now
wow.
it's Cusa's turn
Yeah.
again.
All right. Wow, that all worked really well for Cusa.
And Cusa is still holding a force with the
Force of will.
Imposter mech.
mech that he can pitch to use as well.
Correct.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Now goes
Oh,
away.
Luris.
Now,
He's Luris.
does Graph Digger's
And has
Cage?
the force to protect it.
I
That's
think
nuts.
this is a non-bow here.
Yeah,
Is it
double check
opponents or
Graph-
no?
Players
No,
can't.
it's all.
Creature
yeah.
cards can't. Oh, creature cards can't enter the battlefield from graveyards or libraries. Players can't cast cards in graveyards or libraries.
Yeah.
So this is going to allow him to cast a permanent. It just can't be a creature with mana value 2 or less. I don't. Oh, the lands.
The lands.
Luris
No,
won't
no,
let you
it's
Oh,
play
yeah,
lands.
it's cast.
Cast.
It's not play. Yeah, so there's not even anything in here right now. There's just a 3/2 lifelinker currently, and we passed
Which,
the
I
Sin's
mean,
turn.
TPG's at 12.
Yeah, I mean honestly,
Yeah, but force of will is still online.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, chat was saying. Evan said he cast force before silence resolve. Yeah, the force of
Correct.
negation. Yeah.
Yeah, Silence does not have split second. I think there's another card that does. It's got
Angel's
rebound.
Grace.
Yeah, thank you.
Barrack's getting into something over there.
This is
yeah.
exciting.
OSHA approved. Hey, this is way more of a game than the first game.
That
They're
first
all-
game though was still an amazing
Oh,
game
wow.
to have on
Loved
record.
it.
It was a
Loved it.
showing. Yeah, I'm glad that we have it on stream for sure.
Sinborn counting up the mana.
It's a lot.
Also, Joel, can you press F11? Just because.
No, and here's why. My monitors aren't 1080 by 1920. They're a different ratio. And so on my Streamlabs, I have to make my screens a certain size over what the actual
Oh yeah, I need to get you that monitor, Joel. That
what the
reminds me.
actual, screen looks like.
There goes the cage.
And so
I assume.
if you look at my screen share on Discord right now and then look at it versus the stream itself, you'll
What'd
see
they get
that
the cage with?
Oh,
Oh,
you-
decay. I see it.
abrupt decay hit the
Okay.
cage.
Which he can now play with his Luris.
And so basically, Buzz, I have to like expand it to fit correctly and then position it, and so it cuts off the border automatically for the stream.
And
Luris
just,
a nice
Luris is
little play.
just creatures though, right?
Graph
Yes.
Digger's cage?
No,
Non-land.
Luris is permanent, so he can
Oh,
Luris.
replay
he's
Graph.
gonna get the cage back.
He can get the cage back, yeah.
Correct.
That now obviously he abrupted probably in his end step, so he couldn't do it now. But
No,
Yeah.
he abrupted on his main phase. It's his turn right now because he was tapped out from all
Oh,
the
he did?
shenanigans.
Oh,
He
okay.
must be going for the throat here.
Yeah, he's trying to win right here, I bet. He doesn't know that he's sitting staring down Force of Will. I also have information. Dino's got a Pyroblast in his hand, so
I
It's a
mean,
good moment to like play a Bajuka bug after something like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone.
he's got to know that the force of negation was protecting something.
here comes Victimize.
Victimize.
They're trying it.
They're
So
going.
Sin sacked his
Sin's going
Birds
for
of
it.
Paradise.
Yeah, it's hard to read the force of will. I mean, it's like you could be looking at.
So you had a green and 2 black.
Okay,
Is there a sack outlet on the table?
Phyrexian Tower, but he used it already.
He used it already.
Maybe he
Is
has
there one
something in
in
his
graveyard?
hand. Let me check his
Do you
hand.
do you counter this?
You should.
Victimize, Phyrexian Tower. Oh, he's got Footsteps of Goryo in his hand.
Maybe he's trying to bait the counter.
It depends what the victimize is. Well, you have to say what the victimize is targeting, right?
Yes.
Choose
Yeah,
two
yeah. You
target
choose
creatures.
two targets
Yep.
right off the rib.
But
So,
if he counters the victimize, if he's got Goryo in his hand, then he just Goryos out the.
and Protean Hulk.
Ooh.
Without a sack outlet online though.
See
That
what
we
else?
know of.
Underground Stadium. Oh, he's got Macias in his hand. That's not going to help him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying if I'm Kusa, right, without the sack, like Protean Hulk is just on the battlefield.
Yeah.
But if he's got a spell that has a sacrifice as an additional cost, then he's done.
Then he's toast, right? Yeah.
Because even countering is not going to help you at that point.
That's correct.
Yeah, this is the spell to counter.
Some casualties fell.
But
I mean, this is going to be bad for Kusa because he's only got like what 2-3 cards in his hand. He's about to toss to him.
And if
Force
he's got
negation.
Oreos in hand,
Bayrick just forced a negationed.
ooh, you gotta love free counter magic.
Yeah, I know, right?
Victimize. Okay.
Victimize.
All right. So he can try. So Sin can try and fire this off one more time, but there's another force waiting for him.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Have you been paying for Esper Sentinel?
It's hard to tell. I don't know what he did with the
Yeah.
Carpet of Flowers mana.
Bayrick has Hushwing Griff, Force Negation, and Ghostly Prison in hand. I have a question though. Victimize didn't resolve, so that bird should not be sacrificed. If I'm correct.
He sacrificed it to Phyrexian.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, got it. Just never sacked. Oh, I guess was just gonna sack an elf.
Yeah, he had planned to pull it back with Victimize. That's why I said. But
Gotcha.
yeah.
Lots of interaction in this match.
Get your forces while they're hot. I think they're cheaper now. They're not that cheap though.
No.
Yeah, cheaper.
Like, I picked one up, but like,
Dude.
holy moly!
If I'm
I would say
Kusa,
it's gonna come out in Commander Legends, Commander Masters.
Yeah,
That's like the set.
that's true, right? I definitely don't buy any commander staples until we get that deck,
right?
that set list.
Kusa's got to be feeling pretty good right now, and he's sitting there going,
Dude,
I think I'm gonna have to force this, and then Bayrick plays negation.
Yeah, it's
Love that.
you know,
Love
Gotta
when
love
somebody else handles my problems for me.
yeah. When you're in casual, you know, priority, you kind of deal with it, but boy, oh boy, does it really matter in this high power games.
Yeah, in casual matchup, there's nothing better than somebody who's eager to jump out and deal with the problem before it even gets to your priority.
Right.
Joel, can you just remind them to if they've been paying for Esper Sentinel?
Sure.
Thank you.
With this one, I'm not so worried about it just because it is the final tournament, but I'm going to put in their pod room right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a good.
Sort of on them to keep up with their own triggers for the final game of the final tournament, you know?
True.
I mean, I think the person with the draft doesn't.
I dropped it in there, though. We are
Okay.
gracious mods.
Yeah, because I'm like looking at him with 2 cards, and I'm like, they've been playing a lot of spells. He should have more.
You only have to pay for the first spell each turn, though.
Yeah,
And it's
that's-
only one.
Still.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he paid for it because
Here we go. We're going for it again. He thinks he got through all the counter. Footsteps of Gorio going off. I think TPG, I think since smelling his imminent death and trying whatever he can to pull this one out.
Yeah, his life total is dwindling.
Footsteps of Gorio on the
I'm
stack.
pretty sure Kusa owns those 2 cards in his hand. If he burns them, he's basically begging for that Esper Sentinel to draw him cards to keep him in this game.
Definitely.
I want you to win though. You can pass priority.
Don't just king make him. Come on.
I honestly got nothing.
There it
Well,
is.
there it is.
There's
Yep.
the force.
Mech and the
Yep.
force.
That's really bad.
All right. We have eaten through the force.
I think besides the Pyroblast, that is the counters that I know about. Bayrick used the Force of Negation. He only has Ghostly Prison and Hushwing Griff in hand at this point. Kusa's hellbent. Sin is down
Are
to
these
3
decks running
cards.
fierce? Imagine they are. The blue ones.
It's a question for Spectre.
We could see his hand.
Again?
I'm guessing the one with the 6-mana commander might not be. Fierce
is not.
Yeah, Fierce Guardianship, if your commander costs 6, isn't doing you much good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tivit is not running it. Or at least somebody is.
Dino's still got Force of Vigor in hand. Animate dead.
So it occurs to me that Luris is actually really not helpful with that Draineth Magistrate out.
Frozen Aether.
Bayrick plays a stacks card.
That
Frozen
is-
Aether.
Rough.
Dino's turn.
I don't know how much that affects anyone except for
Kusa.
Kusa.
Yeah.
In hand, Sinborn has Cabal Ritual, Cut Down, and Micaiah. So we got a piece of removal in Sinborn's hand in the third position.
I think we see Grafdigger get replayed here.
He can't with the Draineth Magistrate out.
Oh, is it creature? I thought it just blocked creatures, not permanent.
Oh, is it? I thought. Oh, maybe I can't see it.
Let's look up Draenith to be sure.
Anything cast
Can't
from
play
hand.
spells. Can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands.
Yeah, so Luris is especially just
super not useful.
Yeah, rough. Just attacking out with them, it looks like.
Might as well. TPG sitting on a Land War Elves. And he probably wants that Elves for a sack outlet. Got Micaiah in there. Got Cut Down as a removal. Cut Down can hit the Luris, if I'm not mistaken. It's total 5, right?
I
Yeah,
love seeing
power and toughness total 5 or less.
brand new standard cards getting played in some CEDH.
I mean, when Cut Down came out, all the CDH channels were like, holy shit, this might see play.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Yep.
Hits like 80% of the strong creatures in the format.
Yeah, all the utility bodies get
It's
cut.
still Magistrate, if I'm right. It's a 3/2.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. That'll be the eventual target. Draineth is a 1/3.
1/3. Is it better or worse than Push?
Luris is the
in
3/2.
CDH.
I'm not well enough versed in CDH to
Yeah,
make
me
that
either.
call, but I would assume it's better. But you got fetches like crazy. You got plenty of ways to have a permanent lead the battlefield.
Yeah, you
so-
can turn Revolt on very easily, as we've seen. Like they could have done it hundreds of times.
I think Sin just took a significant chunk of damage here. Yep, took 8.
Yeah.
Down to 3. He is like pushing it all his chips in like right now.
He's dead on board.
I mean, everyone's used counter spells. Now all his things come in tapped, though. But he's like, I need something. That comes in tapped. He's going to forget.
We know he's sitting on a removal. We know he's going to take a life.
Well, here's the thing. All his creatures come in tapped.
Correct.
So Tyrannus swings. He's got, he goes to 2. And then if Viscera Seer swings out, he goes to 1 if he doesn't block, or they trade, and then he gets killed by Kusage, literally just with bodies on board already.
Yeah, he easily dies to
In
block.
this format, no one has attackers.
It's kind of
Everything
funny.
is just a variant of an enchantment.
We're
that you
seeing-
need.
Oh, that comes in tap too. Look,
Another dork, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Evan.
Barrick's reminding.
Evan, that's a good note. We've got a interesting situation here. When you choose to play this few lands in your deck, what it means is you're not great equipped for the long game, especially if there's any kind of major removal of permanents, 1 through 3 CMC. And so you got Kusa, who hasn't played a land drop, has missed many land drops. Dino, who's missed many land drops. Bayrick, who I think is sitting on 4 mana total. Yeah. We got, they can't get that steam going. There's a 5th mana for Bayrick.
It's that classic. It's the classic case of it's not ramp unless you're playing like a mana rock and a land,
Right.
It's
He's
like you
got
got to
the-
get your land drops.
The average mana curve for all of these decks, except for I think Tivit because of the commander. Tivit's like 2.9 ish somewhere. All of the rest of these decks are like 1.86. So 4 lands, you're double spelling every turn, right?
There's
Yeah.
an
Or 4
Elves,
mana.
Elves of Dark
Yeah, that's
Shadow,
true.
which I'm assuming is a long blocker. because
Oh,
capping it for
I was
mana.
gonna say that's a rough.
You have a
dark.
commander.
See a commander, yeah. And Nihilor actually hits the battlefield.
What does he do? I've literally never seen him cap.
Nihilor says when it ETBs for each opponent, tap up to one untapped creature you control. When you do, gain control of target creature that player controls with power less than or equal to the tapped creature's power for as long as you control Nihilor. There's not. Oh, Pyroblast could hit Nihilor right now, but I don't know if Dino's going to want to use it on that.
Does he take the Viscera
Does he
Seer?
have the red mana to cast
Does
it?
he take S%? I don't know how many cards are in his hand. Does he take S%?
Take S Sentinel. Yeah, taking S Sentinel cuts Cusa off of card draw.
Yep. No, that's good.
Looks like he took
Still
Esper.
held
Yeah, I don't
that.
see any red mana up there.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
I
He
don't
does
see any red.
need-
I don't see any. Is there a forest even
No.
up there?
No, it's Phyrexian Tower, Crystal Vein,
it's-
Cabal, Cabal.
I mean,
Arena.
Dino's just been locked out
Dino's
of
on the
two
mono
colors.
black
Telling
plan.
you, man.
I mean, that's so
Well,
brutal.
Mono Black Jund up there.
Yeah.
Just playing Henzi for access to black.
Yeah, exactly. Who needs all those other stupid colors?
That's right.
If
No, he did play the culling ritual. At
Yeah,
one
but he
point.
exiled Spirit Guide for it.
Mm-hmm.
if Eric could make like a proxy that he has S hold, that'd be great.
Eric says, "I want to build Nihilor with Sakashima-like effects so badly."
Mm. I played against Nihilor in one of the pre-con months. It was pretty cool.
I asked Bayrick to drop a token on the battlefield to represent Esper Sentinel for us.
Thank you.
Awesome.
They didn't have a sack outlet, did they? No. Cusa wasn't able to sack it at instant speed. Yeah, I
No.
mean, Dino
Not land.
just has
not-
no lands. Yeah, Dino drew a card past.
Gotta
Cusa's-
love, yeah.
Cusa's
Yeah,
going
just
with
basic
the
claws.
aggro Luris plan up here. Dino said he drew Wild Growth. Brutal. Sinborn has Opposition Agent in hand.
Man, I gotta say, if I had to rate board state stuff going on, the two Esper decks, despite everything we're seeing coming out of Sin, Koos has
I
been
feel
able
like-
they've been holding stuff down. Oh, there it is.
I feel like Barrick's in the best spot at the moment.
Yeah, I think he's sitting good right now.
Well, yeah,
That's
I
all
think
good?
because we've made it to like mid to late, the Esper decks are really going to shine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
We've seen almost all the counter magic been played though. We know
Yeah.
Good
I do-
still has two solid pieces of interaction that he can't play.
You know, Sin has Sin eaten every single counterspell that's happened? No. A counterspell happened to Ristic,
Mhm.
and then Force and Negation countered Sin. And then
Ooh.
no, Force and Negation
Culling.
countered the culling ritual. Yeah.
Is that a sorcery speed vampiric dancer?
No,
Or is he doing that at the end of Dino's turn?
And
he paid an extra, so it's not his turn. I don't know.
Then again,
I do feel like if Kusa could get his commander down, all those triggers that this commander gives him could get him back in the game. Getting all those clues and treasures and whatnot.
I feel like Sin is
Insane.
feeling like he shouldn't have gone so aggressive on the Sylvan Library at this point, but it was going as aggressive as he did that set him up to potentially get the victory. And he just
Having
didn't
the
know he was going to have
Victimize
to go
and the
through.
Gorios probably felt pretty good.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
he
he
just
had
didn't know he
to
was going to
raise-
have to fight through every counterspell.
The good thing is it's still in his graveyard. It's not exiled, so there's always a potential.
That's true.
Which one is that? Protean Hulk? Yeah.
Because he has Phyrexian Tower, so he does have a psych outlet. He
Right.
just needs one last card.
Did he vampiric tutor with that opposition agent out?
That's what I just asked Sin to clarify. I want to make sure of what's going on here.
I didn't even notice he had an opposition agent until I just turned my head sideways.
Yeah, Eric, Nihilor seems like a really brutal commander. Oh, I see. Okay, so Sinborn played opposition agent, and
And
in
this is a vampiric
response,
in response.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cusa
Gotcha.
played vampiric.
Yeah, because I don't think it was there before.
Well, that's
Bayrick
another card
is-
that we probably don't.
There's Esper Sentinel.
Yeah, the opposition agent is probably right up there with the Praetor's Grasp.
Seriously.
White piece of paper is your land.
Yeah, Spectre, just write these down and we'll have a discussion about
Yeah.
just banning some of these tough to play cards just because they're tough to play.
Yeah, I've got everything that exiles cards face down, searching opponent's deck.
Which is all the cards I like to play.
They're super
Probably
fun.
anything.
Yeah, Gonti's one of my favorite creatures.
Like Mindslaver.
Right. Oh, God.
Like, the stealing stuff on a battlefield is less bad. Like, you can still represent this with tokens, but the ones that don't give everyone equal information are the ones that are very difficult.
Yeah, searching people's libraries is tough.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, imagine if we didn't have open deck lists. Like, well, what do you even do?
Wait, what did Barrick take? He took 2 creatures?
I just asked. I'm pretty sure that
Oh, the elf?
the
That-
Llanowar elves got taken as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that's good. That leaves him wide open to get smacked with Luris.
Oh, you do also still have Logan's card.
I do.
True.
Yeah, Esper Sentinel and Llanowar elves are here.
Yeah, because that you wouldn't have ever known unless he did his tokens.
Did he attack somebody else?
No, he tapped both of his creatures to do the stealing.
Bayrick did.
Nihilor. It's a special card.
Right.
Can we read it again?
When it ETBs for each opponent, tap up to one untapped creature you control. When you do, gain control of target creature that player controls with power less than or equal to the tapped creature's power for as long as you control Nihilor.
TPG just untapped, so where did Luris go?
Creature.
Oh, where did Luris go? Did he not swing it? Huh.
Carpet of flowers, I'll choose black.
Maybe a deal was struck.
Maybe a deal was struck.
Yeah,
That would
just
be
ask
the
for
only
clarification on that.
logical. I don't know. I would think that he would have died there
There's
myself.
Macias.
Hello.
Uh
Uh-oh, indeed.
oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He's-
on 3, got to do something. Got to play hard.
That
Okay.
Sylvan Library is turned off at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's just a
I mean, it
declaration.
gives you card selection at the very least.
Oh,
Sin
Evan
is a-
says, "Why is Sin alive?" LOL.
Yeah.
if
Okay, I asked Logan. No. I asked Cusa. I said, "Did Luris attack?" He said, "Yes, it went at Logan," which is Bayrick, right?
Went at Bayrick. All right.
is he was,
For stealing his creature.
well, he was also tapped out with creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
also-
true.
Yeah, Logan is Bayrick, and then
The interesting thing, if Dina, the player playing Dina, taps his elf for mana, he's going to lose a life.
Yep.
Barrick could kill him with an attack trigger from Nihilor.
yeah, Nihilor's bottom text says whenever you attack with a creature an opponent owns, you gain 2 life, and that player loses 2 life. So if he
And
attacks
he doesn't even need to attack.
with the Llanowar elf, he auto loses 2 life that he can't avoid.
Yeah. And he doesn't
He
even
has
have
a
to
way to-
swing it at TPG. He can swing it wherever.
If they have a way to force him
Oh,
to
yeah,
tap
that's
the
true.
City of Brass, that's another life loss.
That's
It
hilarious.
doesn't matter how it gets tapped.
Yeah. So
Oh, rough.
maybe.
2 of his manas.
So
Yeah.
obviously.
Chat. So Luris
Doesn't the
attacked.
black one make him lose life too?
Yeah.
Luris attacked position 4, Bayrick, for 3.
Yeah.
Just
And
chose that. There was no deal made. Just chose to swing at Bayrick.
I think that mental math checks out. There's a lot of way Sin loses this game without any help from Cusa finishing it off.
Yeah, and if you're going for second, you got to get rid of Bayrick. Because Bayrick, as Bayrick draws more lands or draws more cards into card draw.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sacks out the elf.
Might as well sack that for 2 black mana. It's useless as it is.
It's coming back anyway.
It should
Yeah,
come
it
back.
comes back with a
tapped.
+1/+1 counter. Enters tapped because of Aether.
Well, he looks like he's taking it back because he untapped the tower.
Oh.
Wait, if he uses City of Brat, oh my God, he doesn't know that he can die to the
Oh
elf.
no, he's done.
Maybe he does. Maybe he's just trying to go
He's
for
killing
it.
Nylor.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. You could kill
So
Nylor here. You
yeah.
could gain some life. That's your outs.
Or kill your own elf.
Or go for the win. We're going
Go
for
for the
necromancy.
win.
Doing it again.
Let's go.
Oh
This
my
man,
God,
how many
dude.
times
This
has he
is
tried
Sin's
this?
third attempt at this.
Sid is like, you can't keep me down.
And he's got the
I've
Phyrexian
got
Tower,
more.
so he's good to go.
Yeah, and you know Kusa doesn't have anything because he just tutored to the top of his deck.
Yeah,
so.
Kusa's hellbent. Bayrick's got 2 cards in hand, but Bayrick's 2 cards are Hushwing
Sin
Griff
just has so
and
much
Ghostly
gas.
Prison.
Yeah, and he's tapped out, so it would have to be a free spell like a Force of Will. So he'd have to burn both of the cards in his hand, and they'd both have to be blue.
Dino doesn't have the colors to play anything.
There
Dino's been locked out.
Oh, there it is. It comes out.
Is the
Unless he's just
still in hand, right? Can they respond to the necromancy trigger targeting Protein Hulk before it leaves the graveyard?
Yeah.
And exile it? Yeah. Doesn't
Yeah.
look like they did, though. So it ETBs.
It looks like they're explaining it.
I mean, as soon as it hits the board, it's done, right?
Hang on, I'm
This might
gonna
be game.
turn y'all down real fast.
You can respond to it ETBing, but
I'll sack the Viscera Seer to scry one in response.
You mean respond?
Leave it on top, and yeah, I got nothing.
Viscera Seer sacked.
Alright.
Well, I was gonna put the Dothy in because that would have stopped any of these shenanigans. But
Yeah, he's searching.
It looks like
All right, so
Oh,
I'm
well.
gonna go get
I
Sylvan
see scooping going
Safekeeper.
on.
I
up
see.
top.
Yeah, I
Sin's
see
going
a
for
little bit of
Safekeeper. Kusa has
Carrion
moved
Feeder.
to Scoop Feed.
There's
Scoop Ace.
carrying feeder.
Yep,
Yeah, it
carrying-
looks like it resolved.
Oh man, Kusa
Yeah.
could have killed him, and he did, and then he wins the next
Yeah.
And then he
game.
wins the
I- I-
game.
I didn't want to-
Yeah.
that's why you just do it.
Body
That's why
snatch,
you
body
kill
snatch,
people.
out of the building.
That's a good lesson to learn, right?
Yep.
We see it so much in casual play. It was like, he's not a threat anymore. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Yeah.
Joel knows better. Joel knows you put that person down.
That's what you
Kill
do.
Joel
I think
first.
even if he survived that and it passed to Barrick, now he put a big target on his back. Once Sin dies, Barrick's gonna go for Kusa first because he has the advantage,
I'm
and
gonna
he
pull
just fucked with
Sinborn
him.
in to discuss here.
Yeah.
No,
That's tough.
I have Hushwing Griff. I would have flashed that in response to the ETB trigger. and it wouldn't have
Brutal.
ETB'd.
GG.
Okay. Well, at least it was a good game.
Hushwing
Was it-
Griff
Yeah,
couldn't
that
get
was a really
flashed
good game.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some good stacks. There was some good gameplay. That was fun.
So Sin was tapped out, correct? Fully tapped out.
Fully tapped
That's
out,
good from
wide
his,
open for the hit.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Luris not attacking Sinborn.
I don't like Esper.
That was the move of the game there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Very, very interesting. We're gonna have
This is
Sinborn
why,
here chat with us very soon.
This is why Gabe says not attacking the Dina player with Luris is terrible. I guess it would have made the difference.
Absolutely. That was it.
And then honestly, yeah, the culling ritual not resolving, that allowed Sin to
That was
keep
big.
on going.
Yeah, that's what Gaming Bob is saying, is counterspelling the calling was a mistake. I mean, hindsight, right?
I had to have hindsight there. Should have had it. Evan,
Dina
Eric
did have tons. of
Yeah,
gas.
I mean, if you knew you had Luris in hand at that point, obviously I don't know that. Let culling resolve, play Luris, play Grafdigger's Cage again, or play your Esper Sentinel. You've got line.
He had Lurs in his hand at that point.
I don't think he did either.
Sinborn, welcome to the chat. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Welcome, congrats.
How are you?
Nice
Congratulations on second place in 2022. How's it feel?
Feels pretty good.
How's it feel that
I'm
that
glad
Luris
I'm
didn't
glad that
attack
Dino
and
got-
kill you?
Yeah, when Luris was declared as an attacker and then Barrick was named, how did you feel?
I had a cut down in hand. I didn't care.
Oh, so he still
I had the
had it.
answer.
There you
Yeah,
go. That's right. I
yeah.
forgot you had cut down in hand. That's right. That's right.
I wasn't sweating at 2 life.
Bro, I have never seen somebody so resolutely just continuously attempt their combo for a win.
Yeah.
It was funny because when I this last turn when I used the Sylvan Library, there was a persist with the Necromancy, and I'm like, all right, if I don't win this turn, next turn I get to do it again.
Yeah, yeah,
Jeez.
absolutely.
If you had gotten another turn after failing to convert that one,
I had 3 creatures on. Well, I guess 2 because the Macaeus. But yeah, it would have been interesting.
Will you do us a favor and for us in chat, walk us through what your combo was that won it?
Yeah, so my line is different than Dino's because he's obviously in different colors, but
Sure.
they're similar. It's with Protean Hawk, of course. So with the first Protean Hawk trigger, you go get Sylvan Safekeeper and any sack outlet, as well as Body Snatcher. The reason is because Sylvan Safekeeper, they all enter the battlefield at the same time. Sylvan Safekeeper protects your combo because you can sacrifice a land to give target creature Shroud until end of turn.
Right.
Yep.
With Body Snatcher's trigger, enter the battlefield on the combo, exiling a card, you sacrifice it in response to the trigger to Carrion Feeder to then reanimate the Protean Hulk, because when this dies, it reanimates something. So you're basically ignoring the enter the battlefield. And then you sacrifice the Protean Hulk again, and then you go get the rest of the combo, which is Metallic Mimic. There's also Malira is the other version of this card. So Metallic Mimic is just cheaper. It's just easier for the budget.
Sure.
But it says when it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. You choose Manticore. And it says that each other creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it if it's a Manticore. Then you have Manticore and Disciple of the Vault. Lesser Manticore says... it has Persist. That's all you care about. And everything else doesn't matter. It has Persist, and you sacrifice it over and over and over again, so that Disciple of the Vault just slowly drains your opponent's bet over the course of sacking this infinite number of times.
Yep.
Disciple of the Vault being the
It's the kill. It's the damager. It's
Right,
the only way
yeah.
you can actually really damage.
Yeah.
I've named a lot of weird creatures with Metallic Mimic. Manticore is not one of them.
Yeah, it's funny because I was trying to get. I didn't need a cheaper budget, to be honest. Like I could have just ran Malira, but I ran Metallic Mimic just because if people were going to try to tech against the deck, I wanted to make sure that I had cards that were kind of obscure and not really used.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, with Metallic Mimic being colorless, I feel like it should be the go-to. I don't understand why you would play Malira.
I guess the Mimic has 2 different card types to target.
Well, it's Shapeshifter and Artifact, yeah. I mean, Creature Artifact, I see.
Right. Yeah.
Sure.
I like that.
But the line that you go with the Sylvan Safekeeper protects it no matter what.
That's
as long as you have lands to sack.
2 Protean Hulk combos taken down first and second in the league final tournament this year.
So next year you're gonna have to ban, or the next 6 months you'll have to ban Protean Hulk.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna have to ban cards like Praetor's Grasp and Opposition Agent to avoid weird situations.
Yeah.
We're gonna come up with a little house ban list of how to make Spell Table easier for everybody.
Yeah, Praetor's Grasp was very interesting. There's a lot of different weird things with it.
Yeah, that was why
Yeah.
it wasn't such a cut and dry, easy to do, because we do play open deck lists and we're over spell tables, so there's just a lot of weird angles to take from it. But hey, look, Sin, congratulations. You played a hell of a season, played a hell of a tournament. Everybody in chat is just gushing about how competitive you are and how good you are at MTG. So congratulations on second place, taking down $40 TCG player gift card and the clout of saying I got second place to Dino, who pulled a god hand and won before you even got to play Magic.
Unbelievable that turn 1. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome because Good Job Dino is a real life friend of mine. We actually we'll be playing Frosthaven tomorrow in real life.
Oh, nice.
In person, I should say. So it's great that both him and I won, like, first and second. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, bro's taking down the tournament.
This
Absolutely.
is what MTG Gaming Bob was saying, is that he's in that group with you guys.
That's so great. Yeah, y'all should make if anybody makes videos for their channel about y'all's decks or the experience, let us know and we'll do a little signal boost on them. All right?
Yeah, I can do a recap of what. We'll see if I can get around to it. I'm lazy with making content.
Very good game. Absolutely relentless.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's a bit of a double-edged sword winning as much as I do, because I actually have had games in League where people will target and try to kill me just because I have
Welcome to
such a
my
reputation at this
fucking
moment.
life, bro. I can't walk into a room without Jake
Rule
going
number
Killjoy.
1.
Dude,
Okay.
Always
week
kill
one
Joel.
of
it's
one of this
definitely kill
February
Joel.
tournament. Week one of this February tournament, I was literally 2v1 because they were both like, we need to take Sin out because he's gonna win, and they still lost.
Well, they had the right plan then.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel, if ever you're in a game with me, you're not a threat.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Every time Jake goes, we got to kill Joel, I am like a turn or two away from winning. Pretty much perpetually.
There was the one game I played with you. You were bitching about everybody like targeting you. You're like, man, everybody's targeting me. And then the next turn you won. I'm like, no fucking shit.
Yeah.
That's why they're targeting you.
It's a good
That's why you
impression.
killed Joel.
Good impression of me, by the way. Spot on impression. I really,
It's in love, I swear.
I really love when people call me out for being a whiny bitch.
Hey,
Sanborn.
dude, I'm right there with you. We play very similarly. We both, I'll whine sometimes, but I'll do it strategically
That's
a lot
funny.
of the times.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of times I'll do it.
Half of my game talk is politics and trying to play
Exactly.
play the game above the game. I like doing that kind of stuff.
Psychological manipulations.
Exactly.
That's right.
As long as the game
It always
is 3
works on
hours
me, and I
long,
always lose.
and you have to go into the tank because you don't know how your own game-winning combo wins. I'll be upset then.
Hey.
Otherwise, I'm okay.
Sinborn, congratulations on second place. Dino, also congratulations on first place. Y'all definitely earned it.
Thanks, fellas.
Congrats, guys.
GG's.
Congrats.
I'm gonna remove you
Congrats.
from this later.
Yep.
League officials. That's the end of the 2022 season. We've wrapped up. Chat, if y'all want to jump in, play some League. It's not always this crazy and competitive. You saw the formats at the top of the show. Come and hang out with us at the very least. Jump in to our Discord. Hang out if you're not already in there. I'm assuming that the people left watching are already in the Discord. Spectre, Buzz, Jake.
That was a fun one.
That's good.
That was a fun one.
That was
super exciting for sure.
That was a hell of a final tournament. Commissioner Bobby Z must have gotten too wasted at his hockey game to come on the show.
He did it right. He did it good. Did it right.
Playing Commissioner from the Shadows.
A shout out to him though, putting this all
I mean,
up.
Yeah,
that's
seriously.
got to be a ton of work.
While being awake.
The league would not exist without Bobby spearheading getting it off the ground. So everybody have a good night. We're going to shut down the stream. It is midnight Eastern over here. Jake, welcome back. Good to see you, pal.
Yeah, we'll have a little what I'm buying coming out for me. Probably, I'm thinking Friday. So,
chat, we'll be back next Wednesday live with our regularly scheduled programming. New videos next week. You know how it is. Everybody, love you, mean it. Everybody wave goodbye.
Have a great night, boys.
fun hanging in Discord with you guys. Have a good night, all right?
Brody, appreciate food time. Appreciate y'all hanging out as well. I wasn't looking at your
Spectre.
faces,
Yeah.
so I forgot your names.
Spectre with the breakdowns.
It was nice watching everybody's hands stressed out.
That was fun. It is a little technical difficult to pull something like this off with 6-8 of us talking and the 4 people in the game. We're trying to figure out their spell table junk, but I feel like it worked out okay, and this is definitely something we'll do more in the future.
I think it worked well.
Yeah.
It seemed fun. It was good.
All right, everybody, shutting down the stream. That's it. Goodbye. Congratulations to our winners. We'll see you at the next tournament in August, or we'll see you in the league. Until then, good night.
Bye
and
bye.
God bless.